Good morning, Zodroy here, and welcome back to MudRunner. Welcome back to Expeditions, a MudRunner game. I always get that wrong, the name of the game, to be fair. Welcome back. Hope your week is going well. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from Tuesday. Tuesday, we completed missions on the Grand Canyon map, went back to Coconino, in Arizona, and completed missions there as well. And just slowly working our way through everything we need to do in Arizona. We've still got 2 new areas to explore as well within Arizona. We haven't been to those yet, but we're just focused on the missions that are coming up next. So if there's no missions in Arizona, we do the missions in Coconino. At some point, there'll be a push to go to one of the other 2 places, and when we do, we'll go to them when that happens. We're just slowly working our way through the game. We built a helipad in Coconino, and that made things a little bit easier. A lot easier getting a vehicle to where you need it once another vehicle is there. So that really helped. And yeah, just focusing on carrying on. We're still waiting for a date for the DLC to Roadcraft to release. Once I know a date, I'll let you guys know so we know when we're changing. But as it stands, we're sticking with this for the time being and see how we go. I'm probably enjoying it. I hope you guys are as well. I know it's not a game for everyone. I'm fully aware that these kind of games aren't to everyone's liking, shall we say. But sometimes I like the change of pace as well, to be fair, and the problem solving as well, to be honest. Um, but it is one of those personal things, isn't it? You either like it or you don't. There we go, just checking sound. We are back tomorrow morning as well in Kingdom Come Deliverance. That will continue tomorrow morning as well. And yeah, I can't believe it's already Thursday. This week has flown, and I've not got nowhere near as much done for the channel as I wanted to this week. Still struggling episodically. We got a breakfast out yesterday, and that even had a mess up after the upload, messed things up. Hence why it was out an hour later. Hopefully, I can get SnowRunner done for the weekend. I just don't seem to catch up. That's the problem. But it's one of those things, I suppose. Just got to keep plodding along, do what we can do, and that's all we can do. Right, I'm all done with everything I need to do. Let's load in and see where we're heading to today. Continue should be fine. I think we finished the mission was on in the last stream. We finished that Tuesday before we finished because we used the helipad to make our life easier. And I do like the helipad is definitely very useful. So we'll try and use that when we can. It did feel a bit like it was a bit cheesing, I suppose, but then helipad's there for a reason, isn't it, I suppose? So it works in that regard. We've done 14 of 37 expeditions, 441 contracts, 6 of 35 tasks, and 27 of 101 upgrades. Wow. There's a lot of upgrades to find. So we've got no missions in the Grand Canyon to go to. We've got to wait till other things are done first. Coconino, we have 2 missions to do, and they're the final 2 missions in Coconino, and then it will just be all the other stuff on the map still to do, which we'll probably do last, I think. I don't know, we'll work that out. I don't know what to do. Let's start with the hard mission. What do we do? We'll start with the hard one. This is from the Terra Scout Geological Tremors, is the name of the expedition. On one of the exploration routes, we found unusual seismic activity. It's possible the site may become prone to rock slides, but we need to check the site to be certain. Got to use off-road vehicles. We need a mechanic with us and a seismic vibrator too. Let's have a look. 29,100 credits payment, prepayment of 4,400. Takes more than 4 items by the end of the session. We always forget to do that. Don't flip the car more than 3 times. We'll try not to. And complete the expedition, nice and easy. Again, if anyone's played this themselves and they know what the little white circle with the X things are for, that you get as the rewards, the bonus rewards, let me know, because I've got no clue what they're for as it stands. Okay, we've already got a car with the seismic vibrator on the back from last stream, the Step 310E. Oh, we've also got it on the 310 SE as well. I think we'll take the SE. I think that's a good way to start. I don't think we've got any upgrades to do to it. Oh, we have. New gearbox. Hang on there. Gearbox. We're currently using a high range. We now have the off-road gearbox. Oh, okay. So, a strong gearbox optimized for the harshest off-road conditions provides higher off-road performance and strength at the expense of fuel efficiency, top speed and gear count. So it increases our strength to A- from a B+, and takes our fuel consumption down from B+ to a B. Still think that's a good one to go for, to be fair. I'm assuming all-terrain is better. Potentially. Multi-range. So many different choices. Yeah, I think we'll swap to that one then. Suspension, we've now got the rock crawler kit. Doesn't seem to sit higher, doesn't it, with the rock crawler kit? Generally, we've currently got the lift kit on as it. Oh, that's where we go. Lift kit currently. It's tricky to see what's better. We don't lose anything when we put it on. It does say you lose ground clearance, but I think it's probably a good option. It's going to protect us more. Engine, I don't think we've got a new engine for it. We're currently using the updated engine as well. Tyres, I don't think anything else is unlocked for those. We're currently using the 42-inch Euro D's ones. And I think that's everything, really. We've already got the twin snorkels on. The only thing we might think about here, we have a rear-mounted rack, supposedly. Well, I can't see where it is. Where's the rear-mounted rack? Not sure. We did spend quite a lot of money in the last stream doing upgrades to different vehicles. We can't have the roof rack yet. Currently, we've got the miscellaneous reserves on. Heavy Nerf bars. Provide a stepping surface into the vehicle without compromising ground clearance. Moderate crash protection against side impacts. Okay. Doesn't change anything, it's just protection, isn't it? So we'll chuck that on. We did have the basic Nerf bars on. These are heavy Nerf bars. So we'll just see if they help a little bit as well. Okay. Inventory. Actually go to it would help. So as always, we want to take the two usuals, the anchor and the jack screw. Be handy to carry spare fuel, but we can't, I don't think. I'm going to sideboards. Okay, so first vehicle done. We always take more than one vehicle, only because in case we get in trouble, it's handy to have something else. So now we can actually send a vehicle to help if we get stuck or anything like that with the whatchamacallit, the helipad. That's what I'm after. We can have spare fuel basically filled up on an extra vehicle in case we really get stuck. I don't think we need a second seismic vibrator on board. I think we're good with what we've got. I think it's a case of what else do we send with us to help, just in case. Let's take the Action SE. I think we take that. Is there any customization to do on this? Got the heavy bump on the front. Roof. We can have a roof rack on this. That might be handy for spare fuel, to be fair. Let's do that. And then we can fill this with fuel. Bear with me, my little boy's just messaged. He should be saying he's at school, hopefully. Otherwise, we've got a situation. If he's not, he's a good boy, really. He's the one person that, knowing with this op coming up and we're having something, a device implanted and stuff, he's the one person that's really excited because he keeps claiming it's going to make me a cyborg. As you do. Right, we're going to stick a load of fuel in this. There we go. So he's got extra fuel on the roof rack if we need it. Still also got that one on there as well. I don't think there's any other upgrades for this, is there? We're currently using off-road already. Got the stock kit on. Tyres, yeah, all good. Winch is fine. Diff locking, yeah. Yeah, okay. I think we take the Action as a backup. So we've got the Step 310 ESE with the seismic vibrator. Oh, actually, while I think about it, I know we've got it on the roof. Just in case, we want both of those and we also want fuel. Spare parts. Batteries. Don't think we need wheels. Do we need... We'll chuck the spare parts on as well. We'll try and remember to actually pick up the extra stuff this time to get the bonus rewards. Pick up 4 items. So we have to take a mechanic, and because we're not using the DLC one until we start DLCs, we'll take Mike Nixon. I think we also take a hydrologist. We know there is some water around. And we have been starting to use the scout a bit, the drone a bit more. The drone can also trade. I want to try that. I know we prefer the drone that can go higher, further, but I wonder if basically we're trying to use the trade from airdrops essentially this time. It's something we've not really utilised that much. We've said about utilising it, just never got the point to use it. So I think that's our plan. Right, we need to pick deployment areas. That's the only other question with this. So is this going to tell us where we're going? No. Okay, I think it's to this left-hand side here. Helipad is, I believe, over here. Is it going to tell us we've got a helipad? Yeah, so helipad's here. So our spare vehicle needs to be here, essentially, doesn't it? Other than that, I don't really know where it wants us to go. I think it's on this left-hand side. But I may have turned the map, and if so, we're not going to know. So, I think we send the Action as a backup. We want the Action to be over here. And we'll start the southwest outpost with a step. And that way, if we need fuel that gets in trouble, we can send the Action out from where it is. Just in case anything really bad happens and we need that backup. And we can airdrop in. That's the plan. Right, let's set on out. And see how we do. First mission of the day. First expedition. And penultimate expedition in Coconino as well, if you want to see. Okay, we are actually on the wrong vehicle, that's fine. We need to swap vehicle. Okay. So you just need to we need to conduct. Why is there 5 there? It says 4. No, we need to go all 5. Okay, interesting. So we need to go and use the seismic vibrator that we've deployed here and travel all the way this way to do all 5 of those. It would have been wise to have a seismic vibrator here, really, I think, as well. Because at least that way we have to drive so far there, but we should be okay. We're going to jump into the step, as that's the one with the vibrator on the back of it. I know that sounds weird, but it does. We also need to remember, before we finish the mission, to pick up the extra 4 things. I always forget to do it early enough, so when we finish the mission, it doesn't count. That's the thing. Right, lost cargo. Is there. Okay, we're not doing that because it's over there. I was just looking at what other missions potentially we can do on the way. We've got back in line. What's that one? Not showing up there. Have we not picked that mission up then? We may not have picked that mission up. Oh, no, it's there. There we go. Repair equipment. Okay, again, miles away, so we're not going to do that while we're here. I just thought on the way, if there's anything we can clear, we'll do so. Knowing this, we've only got one more mission after this to do. But yeah, as it stands, we've got to pull that vehicle out at some point. There is an airdrop there. We can pick the bits up from there. What we haven't got, and I think we need to do before we do the last airdrop possibly, is build a workshop so we can put the parts in there, because I don't think you keep them if you don't have it. But starting off, we're heading over here, so we need to head round this corner, and we do have a bridge just there to use as well. Yeah, it's a bit dark, so we'll bit of a weird start, a bit slow. Yeah, this mission has taken us a long way from where we are. And I think we've only got this and one more mission in Coconino. Does mean we are going to have to come back on free roam on this map just to clear everything. So that's fine, we'll get to that when we can. The whole point is to 100% of the maps, so the plan will be to do everything we can. Right, this is a really awkward turning point to get onto here. That is not a nice turn at all. And obviously if we fall off we're in a bit of trouble. I don't know how else we can make that turn. That is nasty. Is there a different way to go here? Not really. There's a climb there essentially. Just seems really awkward. I think maybe we need to be closer to the rock and come in that way. thing is, it's all rocky and bumpy as well at the same time. So obviously that has an issue for us as well. Right, let's try again. We want to be as close to the right hand side as we can as we approach, and then turn, try and get the angle right. It's not a nice run up though to this bridge. Lack of visibility really doesn't help either. Can't reverse too far to get any kind of angle. Is that enough angle? Oh, just about, I think. Whether that back end's going to swing. We did it. That is awkward though. Coming onto that bridge and getting off seems simple. A bit of damage there. But that first trying to get onto it is not easy. Okay. We're off and running though. It's an awkward start. I know where we're heading, it's just trying to see the best way to get there. I think if we go in here it's okay. It's not a mistake. Oh, a bit of damage there. Probably should have gone round to be fair. It seemed like it wouldn't be too bad. Whoa! Okay, that's some major damage to us. Not the best start in the world, is it? Okay, let's just check the damage. So we damaged the tyre. 96 is fine. Suspension. All fixed just while we're here. Yeah, not the start we wanted there, really. Okay, we are heading up this hill to the left. We don't know exactly where we're going yet. We just need to try and get that counter down as much as possible, and then we know we're in the right area. Yeah, not wanting to damage the vehicle that bad at the start. This is a little bit too early to have this kind of damage, I think. Right, are we heading up or staying this level is the question. I don't think we can really get up anyway, for the time being. It's still coming down, so we are still going the right way. Try not to get too far off. Certainly, so our fuel is dropping massively. We've not really gone anywhere yet. Trying to work out exactly where he wants us to go for this. Don't know if I've saved it or not. I don't think I have. No. Ah, not the start we wanted, is it? I don't think I can. Oh, of course we can. We've got stuff to help us. Jack screw. Right, where's the best places to be? I think we need to be up there. Right, let's go there. It was an awkward kind of angle to try and get up there. Should have done better, really. Not the best start in the world. Right, we're basically here. Hence the heavy beeping. Although I was going to say front wheels got a little bit stuck there. I think we've gone down a little bit of a hole. I just can't quite see it. Oh, there we go. See the hole now. Reverse back a little bit. We're going to need to go a little bit left here, I think. I know we're there and the beeping's up, but we've got to wait till it tells us we can do it. There we go. Right, let's say we're going away from it. Let's go back a little bit here. Obviously, no real lights behind us. Well, there we go. Do our thing. I haven't had the start I wanted, I must admit. But the first one is done. Right, next up we're going to keep along. Oh, actually, we don't want to stand this ledge, do we? We want to come down, really. Looking at that. It does seem to be we're going to be quite high on some of these rocks, it seems, to do some of these. But yeah, we're going to want to head down here, I think, to our right. And over that way. What's helping or hunting? Water samples. Yeah. So we want to try and do missions as and when we can. But it's doing on some of those miles out of our way. A big concern is fuel. We are very low already on fuel. Nearly halfway. We're only on one of the actual places. Maybe able to top up though when we come to airdrops and things. That's the other thing. Right. Come down that bit there. I've got a feeling we're going to be like on this ledge up here or something silly. Because it's all about rock falls, isn't it? So, because we know it's about rock falls, we can kind of gauge potentially where it's going to want us to be. So that is a big drop I don't want to take. I don't think there's a way down this way, is there? It looked like we could come down onto here, but I don't think we can. I think we need to go down here and round. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do that. Try to get the angle without falling down the cliff, that's the thing. Lack of lights when reversing on fun. All the lights reversing anymore, is it? Okay. Yeah, not to start running the last stream. Last stream we got completed missions really quickly. Start the stream. Today, a little bit of a slower start. And more mistakes. Which is not the way we wanted to start today. But we'll get it back. Obviously it's just about completing what we can when we can. There's no rush. Okay, we're down. We need to head to the left here. A little bit of damage is okay. It's when it starts affecting performance that we have more of an issue. Okay. So we want to follow along this ledge here, I think. I've got a feeling we've got to go up again to get to the next bit, where we've got to do the next reading. Up there. Definitely needs better bull bars than this, I think. Well, I thought we were the best ones on. But what is that over there? Oh, is that? It might actually just be that mission, to be fair. I think I'll go to over there. Is that mission or is that an airdrop? Hoping it's an airdrop. No, it's a mission. Stuck vehicle mission. We have already, I think have we got that mission on our list? I'm not sure if we have. Come on, go over the tree. I feel like we're struggling today in this. Now we put the rock crawler kit on and maybe that's the reason we're struggling a little bit more than we were previously. So it's slightly lower to the ground according to what it said. Okay, we actually gained a new vehicle for completing this, but we've got to get that vehicle out of the mud according to that, which we're not going to be able to do now, mainly because we're not heading somewhere else afterwards. What was the mission called? Out of the dirt. I just want to see what we can see about it. There he is. Pull out and deliver the stuck truck. Okay, so it's actually being delivered all the way over here. Saying that, oh yeah, we'll have to tow it a massive distance if we wanted to. I don't know if it's worth doing. I know, obviously, we've all got enough weight on the back as it is. I don't know if we could airdrop it. Because we get a free recovery, don't we? Because even if we get it close by, it'll make it a lot easier to go and recover. Is it worth the risk of trying to get that while we're here? Probably not, to be fair. Also, it's on its side as well, which isn't going to help us. No, I think we have to leave it behind for the time being. Right, we need to get out of this mud. Uh-oh, that was deeper than I expected. I didn't think that would be that deep, but actually, it seemed to get very deep very quickly, that. See the red there. I want to go straight towards the edge then, really. We have got snorkels on this, so that is slightly better for us. Right, we're heading slightly away, so we want to be going left once we're out of this water. As my concern for fuel is now getting more and more concerning. Or more concerning, that's really not what I meant. My concern for fuel is becoming more real. Yeah, going straight than that. We desperately need an airdrop or something to refuel. We can airdrop our vehicle in to refuel us, but I didn't expect us to use it now. We did put the new gearbox on, which did say fuel efficiency would go down, admittedly, but I didn't think it was this bad this quick. Where do we think we're going? I've kind of gone to there too far. I think we've got to go to here. Is my kind of guesstimation of where it wants us to go for this. But yeah, fuel is a problem. Obviously the weight on the vehicle with the seismic vibrator as well, that doesn't help with the fuel usage. It's always going to make it worse. Plus climbing up and down the hills is never a good thing. Still going towards it according to this. I don't think we can get up there to be fair. Judging by where the first... Actually, I don't think... We're still 47.2 metres away. It's either going to be up here or over here, and I don't really know which one it's going to be. I think it might even be up there. I think we need to head up. The problem is, as well with night time, we can't see as much. Okay. The fuel being an issue as well. A bit concerning. Okay, hang on, let's go down. Let's go back up now. Yeah, I think we're going to keep going further up here. We're going to have to airdrop our vehicle in sooner rather than later. The only benefit of that is we have got free recovery we get with every expedition, so there is always that benefit. If you drop in the extra fuel, you can then pull it back to refuel it and then airdrop it again if needed. So there is a benefit. And I didn't think we'd use fuel this quickly. We need to go to the right here to then go up. Well, actually no, we might well pull ourselves further up this way. There we go. We're up on that ledge over there, aren't we? So we're going to try and go up this little bit here. Obviously, a little bit of this is guesstimation of where it wants us to go. You also use the distance to try and work it out as well. Getting closer. Stop. Okay, let's do it. Second one done. Now, if this next one wasn't as close to where we are now, here, I probably would actually call us back to over here. But I think, well, there's an airdrop there. If we'd spotted that before we started the climb, that would have been a lot better for us. Because I've got a feeling the next one's going to be around here somewhere. But there is an airdrop just here. Potentially we could have refueled that. Maybe we're going to head down to grab that to come back up here. I think that may be our best option. Trying to save the spare vehicle and coming for us too early. Although we may not have enough fuel to get down the hill there. I hate not being able to see where we're going reversing wise as well. So we don't want to fall down here. It's quite a big drop there. But yeah, if we run out of fuel, we'll call the other vehicle in to refuel us as we planned. Definitely the change in gearbox is not a good thing. Although it may be okay if we didn't have the vibrator on the back, because you wouldn't be carrying as much weight, which I think does obviously affect the fuel as well. Trying to get back up the mountain, I don't know, can we get the turn? No, we won't really get up that way, are we? I may have to drop down here. I can't seem to get up where I need to be. We wanted to go up there really, but I can't seem to get the angle. This is just using up fuel. It's not a lack of power, I just can't get the angle to turn. Yeah, cannot get any angle to turn here. We're not turning at all, are we? That's the problem. No, we're going nowhere. It's never going to get us up there, is it? There's a rock already behind us, I think. Obviously that's affecting our turning. There we go. Alright, are we doing something there? I don't think we're actually making any progress in turning, are we? I'm trying to see now. Oh, we did that. Right. Right, we finally did, but our fuel is now not fun. I don't think we'll make it to the airdrop. So what we'll do is we'll go as far as we can towards the next survey, and then we'll airdrop the other vehicle in to help as soon as we run out. Which will be momentarily, I think. I think it is a weight issue. I think more than anything else, that is our problem. I know I've got all-wheel drive on. I generally don't have the front on any vehicle. But I do think the weight is obviously not helping. We've never run out of fuel yet either, so this will be a first time. There we go, we're out of fuel. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so we have this. We had a back plan for this just in case. Is we have the Action SE over here. And we'll change truck. It's got extra fuel on it as well to help us. I don't think I can carry any more than this, to be fair. No. So this just needs to go on the helipad behind us, and then we can airdrop it to our other vehicle, refuel it. We still have a free... So I just got a text to say about not finding an appointment. Don't know anything about an appointment. Okay. I need to double check that afterwards. It's not for today, so it'll be fine. So yeah, we're going to use the helipad to airdrop us to our vehicle. This is where the helipad really helps. And then we can refuel. Let's see if we find somewhere to put this. Bit of a drop, isn't it? Let's go there though. Don't stay. Okay. So we can trade with the truck nearby. Fuel is our first thing. We can fill it up. That's all we can. We can refill its spare parts too. That's all we can. We can't give it any extra fuel than what we've given it though. Actually, we can. We can top that fully. So what we can do also. Good morning, LVs. How are you today? So when we need to refuel this again, if we can't get the fuel we need, what we'll do is we'll pull this back for free via the airdrop, refuel it, fill it back up, and then send it back again via the helicopter. There we go. We're refueled. The planning definitely made the difference. We kind of knew that would be a possibility, so the planning definitely helped that. But yeah, this new gearbox, I think it's the weight, but I don't know for sure. Otherwise, this new gearbox is definitely going to be a no-no in the future, isn't it? It just uses fuel already this quickly. I know it said that the fuel would get worse using the gearbox, but I didn't think it was this bad. As I say, I think it is a weight issue more than anything else. Right, we're getting close to number 3. Some more time than we would like that. Don't tell me it's up that cliff there. I'm hoping it's not. Though we can get up the other side if need be, to be fair. It's a bit worse than what it was. How are you this morning, LBs? We're here. Okay, number 3. Now, before we do the 5th one of these, we also need to go and pick up stuff. As we always forget to do that as part of the bonus. There is an airdrop here on the way to where we're going here. What's protect the environment? Okay, ignore that then for the minute. But yeah, airdrop, if we can get close to it, would be handy, or use the drone. We did get the drone with trade ability. So yeah, that might be handy to try and do. Okay, number 4. Let's just double check where we're going here. So do we want to go to the right of the water or the left? Obviously, if we want to airdrop, we need to be fairly close to it, I would say. But I think our actual seismic point's going to be here, I think. So I think we want to be going left. Potentially up there, if there's a climate point. Why are we not moving? No handbrake on. No movement. Oh, there's a branch underneath us. That'll be right. I don't worry, no movement on there. Okay, so this is we're heading for number 4. Do think we want to be higher here, but I don't know how we can get up there easily. There's not much of a climb up there, is there? Although, I don't think we've got much choice. No, we're not going to be up there, are we? Saying that, I think we can't get across here either. How are we doing that then? There's potential climb point there, but it's going to be awkward. Especially when we're going down there, which is not really what we want to do that. We need the power to get up. Come on. Okay. There's always a chance we do that. Maybe kind of go right and then left. Try and get up that little groove really there. Come on. It's not helping the fuel situation, is it? Low range. Not helping either. I didn't actually see that there. Okay. Let me get up this little bit here. With the help of the winch. If we can. There we go. Winch helped massively there. Okay. 150 metres away. Number 4. 5 of these to do in total. I've had some moments so far in the first expedition of the day, but we're actually doing alright now. It's not been simple though. Well, we're guessing we need to stay high based on what we're actually doing. So looking for seismic activity to account for any rock falls. I think we're in the right place, so they're saying that. I think we're going to head down here. I know we just got up, but I don't think there's a way forward without going down. I think that drop is quite significant. There we go, okay. The odd bit of damage like that doesn't really affect us. It's when it starts affecting performance. We're always going to hit rocks and do a bit of damage. Even with the rock boulder kit we've now got on. Now nearly there. Well, that's saying we're going away from it now. Oh, hang on. Okay, that's saying we're going away. So, where does it want us to go? That's it. That's the only issue with this. You don't actually, obviously, you got a circle of area to have a look in, but you don't actually know exactly. I guess you've got to have the circle. So, are we too high then, potentially down here? As I wanted to be, I wonder. Don't know how good we can back across the slope here. It's going down again. I think it's below us. It's going back up there. Yeah, I think it's below. And that's a bit more of a drop than I would like. I think we need to potentially keep going back here. But I don't think we can. I don't think it's above us. I think it is below us. But again, we don't know for sure. We've got to kind of head down and hope, really. The bumper's getting stuck there more than anything else. Maybe from more of an angle on the other side, I think. We just need to be within the ballpark area so we can actually set off the vibrator to actually do its thing. As we go backwards there, it's going up. So I don't think it's above us. I think it is below. Now we're going to find a way down. We came up here because we guessed it may be high and we obviously got that guess wrong. We have to use that stump there to kind of hang ourselves down, I think. It's okay. That should hopefully be okay going down this bit. I think what we do is we use the winch here on the back end. Oh, we can't do the back end to the tree. Okay, we've got a winch point at least. We are going to push us out to allow us. It's just if we fall too quick, that winch will help keep us in one piece essentially. Stops us going too fast down. looks like we're abseiling essentially with a vehicle and a winch. We'll get a point that we have no more room on the winch. There we go. But it helps us get down a little bit more softly essentially. Right. Have we got this right by going down then? Or is it further down? That's the other thing. No, it's here. Stop. There we go. One more to go. We do have a choice here as well, to be fair. So the last one is over here, which is actually near our base. What we could do is airdrop ourselves for free, because we get one free airdrop, back into the Northwest Outpost, refuel, then head over here. That may be a way to do it. I've got a feeling we're going to be somewhere in here. I think that's what we do. Obviously it makes more sense, but before we do that, we want to try and grab this airdrop. We do need to pick up 4 items for bonuses. That's something we always forget to do. So I'm thinking we airdrop, we go down there if possible, just to pick that up. In fact, let's use the drone first and just see if there's anything else around. It's a no-flight zone. Oh, it's cleared up now. I don't know how close we need to be to the airdrops to actually trade. That was something we got with the specialist with us. The hope was we potentially could trade, but I don't know if we can. It does say trade is part of the options of having him with us. I don't know how to trade. How close do we need to be? Oh, there we go. Ah, that's helpful. So we'll pick up that and the FEMA. Do we need to refuel? We're going to head back to base anyway. I don't think we need to refuel. But that's 2 items picked up towards the ones we needed. 4 in total before we finish the mission. That was the first time we tried doing that, to be fair, and it worked. Okay. Or do we try driving over there? I mean, 2 minds whether to drive towards it or not. Just looking at where we are now. Obviously, if we drive, we should have refueled. Although we can send the drone to refuel. I just think maybe... it's one of those. We could airdrop and get over that way. I think airdrop might be the way forward, to be fair. Because getting back there isn't. Let's not airdrop. Let's not do that. Let's do it not properly, but as we are, because I think we can get there as we are. And just in case something goes wrong, I don't want to lose the airdrop, because if we fall over and we've lost the airdrop, we're then paying to pull ourselves back out of that situation. So rather than risk that, then what we do is we just refuel via here and just travel there. Because it is a risk if we mess up and we've already used a free airdrop. I don't particularly want to pay. You want to trade? We did a minute ago. There we go. Right, so we'll refuel from here. There we go. So if we need to start heading down here. Saying that, what's the best way down? Do we need... The best way down is probably here, to be fair. Looking at what's ahead of us. Be careful with the tip here. Where that is. It's not on the map. This looks like to be the best way, but that's a big old drop, isn't it? Oh, someone mentioned this to me the other day. So I tend to change gear to reverse rather than using brakes and holding it. Now you cannot use the brake to reverse just by holding it down. I tend to change gear to do so. Mainly realism side of things more than anything else. It's just a habit that I prefer to do. But I do know that you can use the brake. Someone questioned whether we actually knew the brake would do reverse as well. I just prefer the actual changing gear and the quantity of it. Right, I think we want to head down there. I want to try and see if we can get the back end round here, because otherwise we may get into a bit of trouble. This is going to be awkward. Yeah. Try and turn the wrong way there. Trying to get the angles. We want to go down obviously frontwards. But we kind of need to be more of an angle here. Okay. Should be okay. Might need to square up a little bit first. Okay, it's not going to let us go backwards anymore, is it? That's a little bit annoying. I was trying to straighten up before we try and go down here. Didn't want to be on our side. That's what we're about to happen, I think. We may have to use this airdrop after all in a second. Unless we can get down here and it rights itself. Not moving enough, are we? Okay, I think what we do, without messing ourselves up too much, is we use one of our anchors. This is what they're there for. We don't maximise our use of these. It is exactly what they're for, though. To help us in these situations. Right. Come on. Don't quite know. We're just stuck on the rocks and we're not going to get out of this, I don't think. Yeah, I think we have to airdrop this. I don't think we're going to potentially find a way out. But hang on. Don't count your chickens for the rats. We may have this. Obviously we need that front side. Just to come round a little bit here. Reverse a bit. Right. What about we go from the front left? I'd always rather try and get out of these situations rather than just give up straight away. Maybe the second anchor to the left, really. That might be a best option here. Enough to pull us round. Not quite enough, is it? Go from the right hand side, see if that's enough. Okay. That's exactly what I was trying not to do. I don't think we're going to be able to fix this. I think we are going to be airdropping. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the engine's gone now. We'll airdrop ourselves. I think we need rescuing. We'll do what we considered but thought we would try not to do. But I don't think we've got a choice. To be fair. Yeah. That one. How do I can't remember how we airdrop now. Yeah, for some reason I can't remember how to do the airdrop. Okay. I think it's just click. Northwest Outpost. Oh, there we go. Recovery. We always have one free recovery, which is why we chose to try to get there ourselves before messing up. Okay, we'll refuel while we're here. We may not need it all, but we will. Now, do we build a warehouse here as well? That's the thing. So, we haven't really built that much. The helipad's definitely a massive bonus here. But the items we have on board, if we have a quick look at them, these recyclable materials such as car parts can be disassembled into parts in the workshop. I don't know if a workshop works everywhere or just in the location, but it would mean us having to potentially leave them here. I think actually, let's see, we still don't know really if we lose them if we don't use them, if that makes sense. It's something we've not really worked out. So from here we want to be heading to our right hand side. We do want to go to the other airdrop that's nearby, even if we use the drone to do so, because we need to pick up 2 more items if we want the bonus rewards at the very least. But yeah, we haven't really got a way, we haven't figured out how to use different modules to our advantage, other than the helipad, which is extremely useful for having a rescue vehicle essentially. Thank you for watching, much appreciated. E-Player, good morning, how are you? Hope you're well. But yeah, definitely helpful for a rescue vehicle. And we definitely just got to utilise it as that, I think. Hence why we were more than one vehicle for the mission now. We learned that lesson very early on. Never rely on just one. We need to pick these things up before we actually finish the mission. If we don't, it will automatically fail it. Okay, we need a different angle here. More to the right and then left. That little ledge, the rock there is catching us in the back. There we go. Yeah, we tend to actually finish the mission thing. We'll pick some stuff up afterwards. It's too late at that point. We have to do it. We have to do it first. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. Getting annoyed at myself not being able to do as much channel-wise outside of streams, but other than that, I'm okay. I think that's just an issue in my head more than anything else. It's more frustration, I think, and it starts to annoy me. Okay, we've got to be careful now, because if we tip over now... Oh, do you know what we didn't think about when we was coming down that hill? Jackals. We had one left. We could have righted ourselves. I didn't even think about it at the time. Right, we want to go to the airdrop first, although we can use a drone. And then we've got to figure out where we're going. I've got to figure it's going to be here. Hoping it's not up there. But yeah, I think we'll use the drone to go and get the items from the airdrop. Because I think we need to head more to the right here. Okay, let's send the drone up now. Airdrop is there. And this will just mean we get the extra rewards for doing 2. For picking up 4 items. But yeah, what I was saying, oh yeah. So what we tend to do is say we pick up the items after we finish the mission. And by then it's too late. Because once you do that last part of the mission, it ends the mission. And if you haven't done it at that point, you don't get the rewards. That's the problem. Now I think we need to be heading up here. I don't think it's going to be very deep water-wise, but I don't really want to go in it. I don't think we need to. Then we head to the left there, and then round. Now, we are guessing where it wants us to go, because again, we have a distance, and that's it. Obviously, once the distance starts going up, we know we're not going in the right direction. Well, this is still saying right direction currently. I think it's going to be here, which if it is, I don't know how we're getting to it. I think we want to go up here, just to our right. Is that climbable though? I think it is just about. Obviously, as I say, it's a guesstimation on what we think, because we only have distance and the beeping. Okay, we're ever so close now going to that. And my hope was we could get up this ledge on our right. Put this damage there, we're okay. Okay, that hasn't quite gone the way I wanted. I wanted to go up this ledge and to the right. There we go, use the tree to bring us round. We got a bump to get up there. Put lights on, see what we're doing, might help. We're getting caught on something. The rock crawler kit I don't think is helping us on this mission. We put it on thinking it would help. I don't think it has. I think it's mud that's actually stopping us here. Lower the tyre pressures to see if that helps us out of the situation. That's it. Or diff lock. That helped a little bit, diff lock there. We've got some movement. $38.8 meters away. We're not far at all. Either, that's the thing. But whatever we're stuck on. And because it's dark, it's that ledge there. Look how I didn't realise how big that ledge was. Thought we was in a better position than that, but we're not. Okay. Didn't notice the ledge being that severe. So the back end's getting caught on the ledge. Okay. That's it. I didn't think this climb would be that bad. And this is where we are still guessing that's where he wants us to go. I wonder if it's better on that left hand side. 46 meters away. I think it's above us. I think being in the water may have been a bad decision there. Okay, we're hitting that rock every time, aren't we? Let's reverse back. I think we'll put an anchor out to our left. Can't pull us around that way. So we may not need to actually. May have got it just by reversing that. There we go. Sometimes persistence does pay off. Although now, we're on a big ledge. We want to be going to our right really here, I think. Okay, that's better. Climb's not over though. To the left. Ah, we're close. Just going to try diff lock and low range. Come on, one more bit of the climb to do, and I think we're there for this. Trying. There we go. There we go. Assistance and payoff. Oh, it is. Yeah, exactly. You know, sometimes you always look forward to. Yeah, exactly. I get it. I do understand it. It's just annoying. Sometimes, obviously, that comes out when you don't mean it to. The channel, we've done really well in 5 years, but I just feel like I'm letting the channel down more because I can't do more. That's my thinking. Right, final survey. And that is expedition complete. First expedition of the stream complete. We did more than 4 items. I don't understand that. We got 4 items. We didn't flip the car more than 3 times. Complete the expedition. We definitely got more than 4 items. Unless, does the scrap not count? That's weird. Thank you for providing us with this data. Hopefully we can avoid any harm this activity may have caused. So you can see we're even selling the other stuff we got. So we got dinosaur femur, we got the dinosaur rib. Oh, you know why? So it's not selling the materials we've picked up. So they might not count as things to pick up. Which is surprising because I thought they did. We tried our best to get the 4 items picked up bonus, but we all seem to fail it. Okay, mission completed. 35,925 credits reward. Let's see what's next. I believe there's one more mission on Coconino to do. We just need to. I think that's the final one, and then it's just all the extra stuff there. Obviously, nothing to do in the Grand Canyon. So it's all. We'll do Coconino's final one. See what opens up. There is missions in 2 more maps we've not been to yet. Still part of the Arizona. So there's still things we need to look at. But long lost gold is what we're looking at. That's weird. So this is why I got a letter about the surgery, and it was saying I need to complete tasks, which you'd always have to do. It's just confirmed medication. But I don't understand why I have to do these tasks now when it's 3-4 weeks away. Okay. But yeah, that's what all I was saying, Epla. I know you understand exactly what I mean. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things that I need to try to deal with in my head. Long lost gold next. Arizona government. Arizona Historical Society would like to locate an abandoned gold mine referenced in their records. We have a general idea of where mine could be mine could be located. That should be where the mine. So if you find it, please pass the coordinates along. Unfortunately, it's almost certainly been mined clean of anything more valuable than its history. We have to use scout vehicles. The terrain is ravines, and we have to use a Jaeger as well. Drive no further than 2,400 meters, which is what it exactly says. Complete the expedition. Completely consume no more than 2 items. Okay, interesting. So we have to use scout vehicles. Now, we did buy a new scout in the last stream. We gained the Khan Sentinel as a new vehicle. I think we've got to use it this time. We also got the Kelpie as well, actually. The Kelpie was one we gained recently as well. I like the Kelpie. It's a good vehicle. I think we take the Kelpie first and foremost, because we haven't really utilised it much as I would have liked. It's really good for building things, fixing things. Would it be as good though for generally just going somewhere? Okay, we can have other things on there. We haven't got the metal detector on the top at the minute, so I think we'll keep the metal detector. Because obviously, if this is the final mission other than free roaming Coconino, there's still lots to do here. So the more things we can find, the better. Although I am finding, no, actually, let's take that off because I'm finding the actual metal detector seems to be a bit pointless sometimes. So we can put the cargo rack on instead. Can I take that off? How do I take that off? I don't want to sell it. I just want it off. Oh, it's free anyway. There we go. They're both off. I don't think we need the big one. My thinking is spare fuel. That's my thinking. Right, miscellaneous. An external roll cage. We did plenty of upgrades as previously. The engine we're using is the LAZ8TD434. That was an upgrade previously. The gearbox is still the stock one. The off-road one, high range increases fuel efficiency. The off-road gearbox. Okay, that's interesting. The off-road gearbox doesn't make fuel worse, although it says it should. We can increase if we go high range. The expense of lower strength, although it doesn't say the strength goes down. It's 10 grand though. If you want the best stats for it, it does seem to be, well, off-road SA is the best one, but it does seem to be the high range seems to be the best option for the best stats. So we'll chuck that on. It's weird how that works. The cheaper version as well, but for the best stats, we need to unlock the off-road SA though. Suspension, we can put rock crawler on or lift kit. Both of these lose power, so we'll keep as we are. And we are currently using the AMS2s. Everything for this vehicle is expensive, and I mean 20 grand for tyres. That's a downside to this vehicle, is everything is so expensive. I think we put the off-road ones. Do we want the all-terrains? The all-terrains we're using currently are there. We are on rock, aren't we, really? We'll have to spend 20 grand. I don't know what the difference between those two are. They're both the same money, to be fair. And we've got the mud tyres as well. Obviously, we're on rock, so really, I just didn't want to spend 20 grand on tyres, but I might have 10 grand there. Okay, we've got to spend the 20 grand. It wasn't how I wanted to do. It felt really weird spending that much money on tyres. Okay. So we'll take the Kelpie. On board, obviously, we want jack screw and anchor. And as a backup vehicle, we always take 2 vehicles. We'll take the Khan Sentinel as well, just as the backup in case something bad happens. With this, have you actually got anything I want to put on it? Probably not. We'll leave the metal detector on. We have got an upgraded engine here, which lowers... Hang on. Okay, we're on the Pro, aren't we? I was going to say, why is it low? It's going to look on the wrong one. The Pro engine we're currently using. With the stock gearbox, we can upgrade gearbox here. It's only A-, B-, A+. That takes it down. That's the exact same. If it's the same, there's no reason to change it, is there? We can put the rock crawler on, but again, we're going to lose. We gain strength but lose power. Tyres, we're using the OS 3s. I think that's it. Yeah. So we take that as a secondary, just in case we have any issues. There's a chance it can pull us out, is my thinking. Right, we need a Jaeger as well. We'll take Brian Wilson as the only one we've got. While we're here, though, I do think a drone operator would be handy. But I want distance, I think, so we can spot other things more than anything else. And I think that's it. Mechanic. So let's take the mechanic too, just in case, damage-wise. Right, I think we're set. Do we want the ability to airdrop? Do we send the other scout vehicle so we can airdrop it to the current vehicle if we need to? Is the question. Because if so, we have to start at a different outpost because the airfield, the helicopter's over there. You can see where we're heading. Or do we start both here? And if worse comes to worse, we just take the second one for a drive? Yeah, I think we start both where we are. Let's go. At least we've done some decent upgrades to the Kelpie. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. Tasco Sweeney, good morning, how are you? We are going to start with the Kelpie, I think, just in case. I am hoping the Kelpie is probably the right choice here. How do I change vehicle from here? No. No, I don't want to trade, I want to change vehicle. Kind of started us off with the wrong vehicle, that's the problem. Right, we want the Kelpie. Change truck, there we go. Plenty of fuel, plenty of spares. Let's go. Okay, so mine entrance first. We'll do the closest one first, which is there. If there are side missions we can do on the way, we'll try to do them. But I've got a feeling free roam is going to be quite a big deal over here once it's done. Once we finish this last mission here, we probably won't do it straight away. We'll move on to all the other expeditions before coming back and doing free roam. I think clear everything else. Right, we need to get down from where we are though. Interestingly, I think this is our only way really. We've got to come round here, which means getting over here. It's an awkward bit to get to be fair, looking at that. And even to get back up here is not fun. And round. What's that? That's water samples. We're not going where we're heading, so we'll leave that. I think we need to come down here, potentially come down here and go round. Not really an easy spot to see where it's best for us to go, to be fair. Let's see how the Kelpie does. We brought it and haven't really utilised it much as I would have liked, to be fair. Okay, there is a potential round and left. Don't know how easy this climb is going to be. Is it manageable? Or is it just a really high? It's a really high point, isn't it? Yeah, no, actually, it is open. It looked like we couldn't get up there, but actually we can. It looked like the rock was just going to be in the way, but there's a little bit of a gap to get through here. There we go. This thing, though, is scrambling up better than I thought. The change in engine, I think, has made a big difference. It was extremely slow previously. Now, it seems to be very nimble. Right, let's have a look. If we keep heading along here, potentially we can drop down here, come round. Just follow us along until we can see a bit more of a gap on the left hand side, trying to get ourselves down. It's very responsive to controls, more than is likeable. It responds so quickly to any movement. Okay, I don't think we're getting down that way. Obviously, lack of light isn't helping to make our decision. I think we need to be heading down here, and I thought there would be better. Maybe not. No! That was the horn that I wasn't meaning to press. I'm not meaning to drive down the slope backwards. I was trying to reverse up a little bit, not realising the ledge was closer than we expected. Right, I think this going down here is our option. There we go. Yeah, this has suddenly turned to a really good vehicle by changing the engine. Right, we're down to here now. We're still going to get round and go further down. Potentially this way. This is going to be an awkward journey and a half, I think. Just trying to find a way forward. And because we don't change time, it will stay dark until the natural time of it not being dark. Don't know how easy this will go. Yeah, we've got plenty of spare parts to fix ourselves if we need to. That is one thing. No, we're down. We're okay. Keep thinking this is going to mess up, but actually, the Kelpie handling things pretty well so far. Maybe too early to say that, to be fair. It's not really knowing our best route, that's the thing. Well, we kind of want to go around here and avoid this water really. So I think we need to go to this ledge on our right hand side, past the trees and come down this way. Trying to get over here essentially. But yeah, we want to stay right. I think that change in engine though has made a massive difference. We did use this in the last stream, it just felt slow and cumbersome. Good for, you know, getting supplies to a vehicle or fuel, but other than that, it didn't feel like a proper scout vehicle or the utility vehicle. But actually, now, it feels like a scout vehicle. And there's still some more upgrades to do on this. There's a better gearbox to have once you find it to make this even better. Fuel is actually not too bad either, the fuel usage. It's good. But yeah, it's extremely sensitive to steering. More than other vehicles we've used previously. That's the thing. Thanks for liking, I was much appreciated. Okay, so we want to head... We are trying to avoid the water, really. So we can either head along this edge here, or keep this way. We could head left and round. It might be a option. Remember, the map can be deceiving as well. What may seem like an easy route may not be. Or maybe, I think we head right. I was going to head left, but actually no, we'll stay right. If it gets daytime, that would help massively. And we can guarantee that we've got to find the right mine here. Yes, we've got 3 mines to investigate. I guarantee it's not the first one. Or possibly the second one either, to be honest. That's the thing. Very rarely is the first place you go to, is it? I was going to use winch to help us up there. I didn't actually need it in the end. But yeah, this thing is amazing. I think we found our new favourite scout. As I say, last stream I didn't actually like this. I thought it was just awkward to use. Now, it's so much better. It's amazing what upgrades can do sometimes. You can change a vehicle completely. Okay, didn't think that drop was as big as it was. We have got a roll cage on this as well. So far, no damage either. Okay. So we keep going around here. We will head for this slope up here. I'm not sure what Images of History is. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we may as well do that mission at the same time, as it is exactly where we're heading. Both of them are. So we can do a side mission at the same time here. Right, we're heading up that slope on our left. Be careful here. I think we've beat ourselves a little bit. Now we can reverse ourselves. There we go. Branches are causing a bit of a problem. Because we're all getting stuck on each other as well, which doesn't help us. Right, it's getting stuck on that one. Come on. Yeah, the branches are really not helping here. Come on. Over the branch. Oh. You gonna get me over it? There we go. Branches are there to help obviously with winching, but they're a pain in the butt when you get on top of them. Sometimes they're right in your route, so you can't, I've not got much choice but to go on top of them. Okay. First mine entrance coming up now. As I say, we'll do the side mission as well that's nearby. As the second part of the side mission is actually the second mine we're going to go towards. Unless, of course, the first mine is the right mine and we don't need to go to the other two, but I highly doubt it. Not change tyre pressures at all either. It's one thing I always forget to use is tyre pressures. I only really use it if we're in dire straits. And we really are desperate for something to help us up a slope or something, then we'll have a look at it. But generally, forget it's even a thing. Okay, first mine entrance. There we go, first mine entrance done. Now, like I say, there is a separate mission here. Oh, we have to use. Good job, we've got lots of spare parts on us because there's an avalanche to clear as well. There's a mission here we need to have a quick look at. So we'll just track this for a second. We need to take a first photo of the mine we're at now. The second part of this is actually the second mine we're heading towards anyway. So it's another mission we can do on the way. Which also means in free roam we won't have as much to do. Right, it's taking a picture of the mine. Although it's not saying it's there for the minute. That's not the mine, that's right. Where's the mine from where we are? Basically, it will go green in the right location. I swear it's there. We're currently... Do we reverse down or go the other way? Can't... It's not going green. To be honest, I can't actually see where the mine is. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right, we need to do the zoom correctly. So it goes green, and then focus to its green as well. First photo done. Okay, so one more photo needed, but we'll do that when we arrive at the second mine, which is over here, because we're going there anyway. Long Lost Gold is the mission we're currently doing, main mission, or expedition. So we'll do the same thing there. That's the second mission cleared, at least. Right, we've got an avalanche to the side of us here. We need to clear that. We should have enough spare parts to do so. But this thing carries an enormous amount of spare parts. Okay. So sensitive steering isn't the end of the world. You can get round it. I'm just going to be more careful with inputs. I don't know what suddenly made it so agile though. Surely the engine's not the only thing that will do that. We changed tyres actually, didn't we? I wonder if it's the tyres that have made the difference. 75 resources needed, spare parts, sorry, and we've got 550 on board. Avalanche cleared. We can now head through. But yeah, I wonder if the tyres are what's making it so nimble. Because they were excellent rock and excellent terrain, weren't they? So I wonder if that is what it is. To be fair, 20 grand may have been really well spent, even when I was complaining about spending that kind of money on tyres. May have actually been a really good idea. Right, we need to work out where we're heading here. So there is something here. I think it's an airdrop, would be my guess. I can see a yellow box there. I'm guessing airdrop. Let's have a quick look. If it is, it's probably worth looking at, as it's something we may have things inside we can sell, gain a bit more money that way, pay for these 20,000 credits. No, it's a new mission. Okay, new mission there, Into the Deep. We don't have it yet, so we need to go there to collect it. As I say, these are all the missions that are currently here. And this is the last expedition here. So it is mad how much extra there is to do after finishing the expedition. And this is the last one in Coconino. And we have tried to do some of the side missions and stuff on the way to other things. Sometimes it's just not doable. I think our best bet would be is basically transfer a load of vehicles here when we do free roam, basically fill all the slots up and just send everything to both different bases and just go from there. We won't follow this now, but Into the Deep. Local geologists are concerned about the state of the particular gorge, likely to experience landslides soon. He's investigated and sent data on its status. For this you gain some see me droning stickers. What I do want to do is just have a quick look where this wants us to go. If it will allow me to actually pick the mission up. Too close to it. Just so I can see where it possibly is. If it's where we're going, we'll have a look. No. It's not actually anywhere we're going. What we're going to do is explore the gorge with a drone. It's not a million miles away, but it's too far, I think, to send the drone from here. So I think we focus on what we're doing. Although, can I send the drone there? We'll see if we can send the drone there. I don't think we'll have enough distance. I don't know. We did. I think we've got the drone operator with us as a specialist, so we do get extra distance with the drone. I don't think we get that much distance though. As I say, we can clear it now. It's another job done, rather than coming back in free roam. We might actually be able to do it. Right. Okay, drone is here. I don't know what we need to do for this. Let's quickly put the mission on then, because it looks like We can do this while we're here. The drone is there, but I don't know what it wants us to do. Into the deep. Track for a second. Just says we need to scan. Lower? Higher? I think that's an airdrop over there. What does this need us to do? Because we are here. Unless, of course, we need the vehicle to be there to then send the drone up. And we won't count unless the vehicle's there. Which is a possibility. Yeah, I think the vehicle's got to be in that square and then send the drone up from there. It isn't too far away. But it is away from where we're heading. I think we'll leave it for the minute. There's an airdrop there as well. We're heading over here. Yeah, we leave it for the time being. It's not currently on our route. There is an airdrop we haven't been to just there. Is that worth grabbing while we're here? Probably not, to be fair. Yes, we want to clear as much as we can on the way to other things, but it's going to take us a little bit out the way where we want to be. What's warm reception? Portable... no, they're out of the way as well. Okay, I think we have to ignore all the extras for the minute. At least the mission's there now, so we actually know what it is. But always better have it picked up so we actually have it on our list of things to clear. But yeah, it's not currently on our way. So we'll have to come back for that. As I say, this is the final expedition in Coconino. Unless more potentially show up, which I don't know. The aim would be the 100% every map. So we'll have to come back. I'd say we'll just send a multitude of vehicles here, try and clear things that way. Still there's been no real push to install modules in your bases. Yes, we did the helicopter and that's made a big difference. But we did that off our own back because we thought maybe that would help. Currently there's been no real push to actually do things like that. Well, I'm just trying to see where our best route down is. Obviously we can come this way round, or we head to our right. Although that doesn't look like we can get through there. I think that's a dead end, we have to go that way. I think we head to our right. It's a bit of a risk because if there's no easy way down, we've got a situation, but I think it is our best bet. Heading to the mine on our right hand side as the next one, mainly because we've got the extra mission there. We can do it at the same time. Okay, there's going to be a way down to our left here. Potentially. Still might be quite a drop though. Although there is a road there, according to that. You can see the sign lamppost is there. About to drop. Not horrendous, but not brilliant. I don't think there'd be a better... Oh, maybe there would be a better way down, potentially. I think we can... Can we... Can't winch to there, okay. I think we can get down there slowly and steadily. I would like normally to winch ourselves to something just to kind of control speed. Okay. May have been a slight mistake. I think it's a bit too steep. No, tires are coming. There we go. I'm really enjoying the Kelpie. I think the Kelpie's definitely one of the favourite vehicles to use. Favourite Scout for sure, one at the minute. There might be something better later, but currently the Scout is amazing. And in fact you can always carry no end of spare parts and fuel for all situations. Which is what I really like about it. Sunrise is coming as well, so we'll be able to see where we're going a little bit easier. I don't think we're taking a single bit of damage either because of the roll cage and everything else we put on. I don't know who else owns a smartwatch. I've got one because we have obviously issues health-wise. So I was advised to get one so I can keep an eye on blood pressure and stuff like that. And it's really good, apart from the fact it's really annoying. My wrist is vibrating all the time. And it's ridiculous. I have to keep checking it because I don't know if it's important or not. But it's just so annoying. I know you can turn things like that off, but I don't know how to. But yeah, it's just a frustrating thing to have. Right, how deep is this a good idea, or is this going to be too deep? Actually, it's not deep according to the sensors, so we can head across. Over the other side. There we go. I guarantee the last mine is the one we need to go to officially. Although it might actually be we need to do all three anyway. Because they don't think there's anything in the mines, they just think it's historical. Maybe we have to get all three no matter what. Okay, have we found our limit of where we can get up power-wise? Maybe. The flop. Trying to see the back end is the problem. The tyres just can't make it up that little bit there. Go more of an angle, see if that helps. Helps a bit there, to be fair. Yeah, I think we might be asking too much. Just haven't got the power to get the back tyres up that little bit of a ledge there. There's no... yeah. Okay. I think we need to try to see if we can head more left here. There is a bit of a gap there. Some of these climbs, you just got to make sure at the right angle to actually get the tyres where we need them and the grip. That's what tends to be awkward. There we go. Okay, there we go, round the next bit. I mean, didn't even need to change tyre pressures there. Then they keep changing the angle of approach and it worked perfectly. Yeah, I really enjoy this vehicle now. Like I say, I wasn't too sure on it previously, but yeah, with the change in engine and everything else, this vehicle is incredible. Right, the mine we're heading to is just over there. And the place to take a picture is also there as well. So the only downside to this being the final mission is the amount we need to do away from expeditions. But if you want to clear everything, that's what we've got to do. We've been here previously. There's a guy there on horseback. He's disappeared again now. Once you get too close, he goes away. So we have been here previously for a different mission. We were passing through. But yeah, that guy on horseback always appears. Right, what is this here? Is this the... is this a different mission, or... I'm too close to it to see what the mission is. If I reverse quickly, I just want to know what the mission actually is here. There's a scan. I don't want to start something we're not going to finish, essentially. No, this is the mission to take a photo. Okay. This is the one we needed then. Let's take a photo as it instructs. And that should be a side mission complete at least. The symbol was what was concerning me there. I didn't really understand the symbol. You can hear a horse neighing here as well. As I say, we've been here for a different mission. But that guy on horseback is just really weird. The second pitch, or the final pitch of the old mine taken, and that is 11,100 credits rewarded. Great photos, they'll fit perfectly in the next exhibition. And that is a side mission complete. Now back to the actual main expedition mission. Find the mine entrance just here. And we have one of these to go after this one. There we go, mine entrance found. So, our final mine is quite a long way away, admittedly. All the way over there. But, if we can clear things on the way, we will. Golden Path requires us to follow 3 different routes. One is going to the mine, one is there, and one is there. So 2 of these are on the way. So I wonder if maybe we do these, because they're all 3 are on the way to where we're going. Once here lay the path of miners who came to these lands during the gold rush. The historical community is interested in capturing this path in order to recreate the events of this beautiful era. So we'll start tracking that and see if we can complete it on the way. Again, something else then done. I still think there's going to be lots to do free roam wise here, but we'll try and do what we can on the way. So let's head to that first point and see what it says. It's just a case of trying to do other things on the way, because we've got quite a distance to go. We have got spare fuel, but not a massive amount, so we may need an airdrop, I think, just to refuel. Okay, that's it. That's one done. So we've just got to drive through them. That's not too bad. There is an airdrop there that potentially we could utilise. We haven't got the trade drone, have we? If we head to our right here, there's a natural bridge over the ledge there, and then we can come back down that way. We just need to go in the box of where these are. We don't actually need to go and do anything more than that. I thought we'd actually follow a route or something, but no. Just need to go to the location it's telling us to, and that's it. So that'll be your second mission done alongside the expedition then. Okay, this route may have been the wrong choice. I want to be heading up there, don't I? So we're going to try and get to the airdrop to refuel. I say this vehicle's been incredible. So impressed with it. Especially after initially not thinking it was that good. But I think it is the upgrade we've done to it that have made it so much better. Well, there's something here as well, wasn't it? This might be an airdrop here. There's an objective. There we go. There's still other objectives to actually figure out. Because what I mean, there's still a lot more on this map than we realise. Getting to know the area. First off, you need to get acquainted with the area, study the trails, plan future expeditions. Follow the route, and we'll update your map. Now, I'm not going to follow for the minute, but I just want to have a look at what this entails. Why is it not there? Getting to know the area is the mission. Oh, it was there. There we go. Visit the point. So where? Okay, wants us to go there. Interesting. We're heading there anyway for the Golden Path. We have been there before. I think that's going to entail more than just one place to go to. Now we already know if you start a mission, you need to finish it when you finish the expedition. Otherwise, you lose all progress. So I think we'll ignore that one for the minute, as it's not really on our way of where we're going. So that'll be one to do in free roam, I think. There's going to be many missions, I think, to do in free roam like that. Okay, we're trying to head towards the airdrop first here. So if I remember correctly, I think it's up here and to the right. Let's say we have been here previously for a different mission. I think it was an expedition as well, to be fair. I kind of remember where we are to a degree. And there should be a ledge to come across up here on the right. Yeah. There's a natural bridge we were talking about. There we go. There's a cactus stuck to the back of the vehicle. And the airdrop is just above us here. We're going here for fuel. That's the only reason we need to come here, really. Just for the fuel. There we go. We might as well transfer the scrap metal. The only thing we don't know with scrap metal is whether we keep it. So, if we take it with us, you never sell it when you finish the mission. But does it then get stored, is my question. And I don't know the answer. We haven't really utilised the warehouse at all, and I don't know if it's because this is only the I want that one. No, I want the Golden Path. I don't know if it's because this is kind of the first proper area you're in. Maybe the modules and stuff aren't really useful at the minute. There's been no right kind of indication of what we need to build and why. So we gained the helicopter because it seemed useful, and it has been. We had previously built a warehouse, I think on the Grand Canyon. Not really used it, so I don't really know how much use a lot of these modules are. And they're not cheap either to keep installing, and there's only a limited amount you can have in each area. Just where one would be more useful than the others. Some are like drone-based things, we haven't really learnt much about that at the minute. I wonder if they'll become more useful though, maybe in the next map outside Arizona because it'll be more into it. I don't know. This is I'm not too sure of. And considering this is the last expedition here, if there were some modules that would help us clear the rest of the map, that would be extremely useful. Right or left? There is a bridge there if we wanted to use it. If we go left here, we head up here and across that way. Seems fine. Head up seems to be a mistake. Yeah, let's head left. But yeah, so it's something I don't really know about, and because we don't research or look into things, we try and do things naturally. Kind of waiting for the game to tell us, oh, this module might be useful. I've got a bad feeling it won't do that. It may say it's needed maybe for a mission, and that may be the push, but it's something we still don't really know enough about. And it's potentially a big part of the game, having these extra places, modules and buildings and stuff in your camps, especially if they can help you on some of the expeditions. But so far the game hasn't really said anything, which is surprising, because I kind of feel like there should be a big part of it. And although we're thoroughly enjoying the game, there are some things that potentially don't work as well as previous games have made, shall we say. And I understand that people complain about the stop-start nature, and I kind of get that. But then it kind of makes sense because you're doing expeditions. You're not necessarily doing a mission as such, are you? You're going out each time on a new expedition, new team, new vehicles. That's how it works. So I kind of see why it's stop-start. Yeah, I just think... maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the actual buildings will be explained even a little bit on another map. It may be too premature to worry too much about, to be fair. Time will tell. Okay, we've got one more route to the Golden Path to do. And then our main expedition is just behind that as well. We have kind of been this way before, so we kind of understand a little bit more about the terrain from what I can remember. I'm not going to try and drive through the water. I think that would be an error of judgment. I'm going to essentially go round. With the tyres we've got on, the tyres on the Kelpie are mud, and mud is good, I think, and its rock and terrain are excellent. So we're seeing that in how its nimble it's been, to be fair. I say that as we can't quite make it off the rock, but it has been extremely nimble so far. I don't know if a rock crawler kit would ruin this. Rock crawler kits so far, we've not had a good experience with them. They tend to get caught on things a lot easier, and just lowering the ground clearance. So I don't know if that would be a bad decision, to be fair, going on this. We haven't unlocked it yet, though, to be fair. Right, there's our path, just there. Up we go. And that is Golden Path complete. Now you can do yourself a full-fledged miner of the era. I don't think they have the same full cards though. You gain Keep Calm and Crawl On exterior stickers. That's something we use. 4,900 credit reward as well. So 2 missions now complete alongside the expedition. The expedition is going here. We've got one last place to go to for this, and it's just ahead of us straight up. Let's drive up. And that will be the last mission, our last expedition on Coconino complete, unless more are added later. So at the minute, you kind of get a list that's some locked behind other missions and things. Don't know if that list is any bigger. Potentially not. I think a lot of it is going to be side stuff. I think there's 8 missions on Coconino. We will come back in free roam to clear the map once we've done all the other expeditions in Arizona. The plan is to 100% every map. But that is the expedition complete. We drove further than 2,400 meters, so we lose that bonus, which is fine. As I say, we still don't quite know what the white tokens do. I'm assuming at some point we'll find out. We're so glad the miners and collapse. This will add valuable information to the historical record of Arizona. During the expedition, didn't consume no more than 2 items, couldn't use any. 21,700 credit reward as well. And on top of that, we've got 2 other missions complete, so we get a total of 41,400. And money is getting better. But that is Coconino now done, other than side missions and contracts. It sounds like we've done quite a bit, but we haven't. So Arizona's now 16 of 37 expeditions complete, 5 of 41 contracts, 7 of 35 tasks, and 28 of 101 upgrades. The upgrades are incredible. But the important thing here is Coconino now shows us all done, bar free roam. So as I say, we will head back there when we have done everything else in Arizona. So Grand Canyon has no unlocked missions, everything is locked. So we need to head to one of the new places, either Wawik Bay or Sonoran Desert. We'll go to the desert as it's there. Whether that's the right decision or not, I don't know. So, heavy load. It's a hard mission as well, just to, increase the fun. Terra Scout Geological. We haven't been to this map before, so this will be a brand new area that we've not seen. It's going to have its own issues. We've got to use... It says deliver truck. Okay. In one of our last expeditions, the weather conditions changed dramatically. We were forced to return to base. Because of our haste, one of our trucks got stuck somewhere in the quarry, and we didn't have time to fix its coordinates. We asked you to find this truck and deliver it to the evacuation point. Okay. Rewards, 39,000 credits plus a prepayment of 5,900. Consume no more than 460 litres of fuel. Collect more than 4 items. We always struggle with that one. Complete an expedition. And the things we gain for doing this, we gain a frame module radar. Be handy, I think. And a central outpost deploy area for a new outpost as well. Now look at that, we need to travel from one map to another. It doesn't say what kind of vehicle we need. It does say deliver truck. So we're going to need to tow a vehicle, I would have said. So we need something powerful. I kind of think Kelpie, maybe. It doesn't say particular vehicle to use. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got a free choice here. No requirements either. I'm kind of thinking Kelpie scout vehicle, and I think it will have enough oomph to pull a vehicle with it. To be fair, and plus it's got better fuel and everything else. That is my thinking. I don't think we gained anything new for this other than stickers, which we don't want. Was there anything we wanted to add to this? I don't think there is really. We can have a bigger roof rack, but I don't think we really need it. Could even have a cargo rack on the side there for an extra 2 spots. This thing can have a massive amount of stuff. We've currently got external roll cage. We can also have reinforced fenders too. We took no damage previously. What's the actual difference? 2,000. Oh, I can see the metal now, the shiny around the wheels. I suppose no harm adding it. Doesn't affect anything, have extra stuff on there, does it? Okay. I don't think we've got any changes to make and anything else. It worked really well for the last mission. We can put a lift kit or a rock crawler kit on. It both reduce its power and strength, which I don't really want to do. I think we buy the extended winch though. Sell one. I always leave one of the things bought rather than get rid of both. Do we want a better snorkel? We don't know what the conditions are like where we're going. There may be loads of water, there may be none. But I think just to be safe, we'll buy the snorkel too. Now, there is something we can do for this as well. So we can actually add a tow rope. So we don't have to use our winch to tow a vehicle. So we'll put that on our inventory along with our anchor and our jack screw as we always do. We've got extra fuel on board. As I say, this vehicle worked lovely last time, so hopefully it does the same thing. Now, it doesn't restrict the vehicle choice, so I'm thinking we send a backup, but as an off-road truck. As our backup here. Now, we have got the TUZ, Action SE. I think that might be a go-to here. Oh, we can actually do all the upgrades to it as well. Oh no, we've got heavy bull bar now, so I think that's less, isn't it? Good crash, that's outstanding there, so we'll keep that. I don't see the point in sun visors, to be fair. Unless it's just for looks more than anything else. Can't have an external roll cage yet. Short sideboard, flatbed. This unlocks the radar as well. That would be really handy now, especially looking for side missions. That would be extremely useful to have, to be fair. I think we'll keep the short sideboard. Any upgrades? Got the upgraded engine already. Gearbox, we're currently using off-road. The other two have unlocked aren't any better. Does seem to be the multi-range is probably one of the better engines to have. We've got to wait till we unlock it. Again, we don't really know what we're doing. That's the problem. Extended winch, high power winch. Putting heavier trucks. I think we take that. I think that's a good one to have on. Engageable is fine, and yeah. Okay, I think we take that as a backup vehicle. Obviously, the Kelpie is our go-to, but I'm thinking backup. Just in case as well, we'll stick the tow rope on this as well. And on the sideboards, if we stick... Again, we don't really know what we're going to need, but I'm thinking spare fuel. Yeah, I think fuel, just in case. Well, this will all be sold back if we don't use it, so it's not the end of the world. That's our two trucks. One scout, one off-road. I think it's a good choice. And then maybe next mission we'll look at our new vehicle. In terms of composition of the team, I think Mike to help with damage. What have we got here? Plus 100 fuel, 200 repair points, binoculars, partial scout marks. Logistician could be handy. We don't know if there's water involved. Operators. I think drone operator would be handy because we can see ahead of ourselves. Manager. We haven't used the manager yet. Selling price for treasure. I think we want to take maybe a logistician with us. Obviously, we're not using the DLC ones as of yet. The outposts have more fuel, more repair parts. Binoculars give us a plus 150 meters. Marks uphills, downhills. I think a Jaeger might actually be better. Scouting zone. Or maybe, I don't even think we need a Jaeger. I think actually the two we've got are probably fine. Right, I think we're good to go. I don't know where the starting point is. Let's have a look. So, we're deploying from... Oh, we're actually deploying from Coconino. And now we're going to drive all the way this way again that we went last time. This time we're going there, though. Okay. Well, we didn't know that was where we was heading, to be fair. I don't know if there's any missions we can clear on the way. If we can, we will, but I've got a feeling we won't be able to. Let's deploy. Kelpie is our go-to. I don't like using the same vehicle in succession, but we're actually leaving the map, so it does make sense a little bit to swap the two do it. We want to be in the Kelpie. Now, my thinking is, if we get into trouble, the Action can potentially go and help with spare fuel and things. But it may not be able to, I don't know. But at least we've got a backup in case that we find this vehicle the Kelpie not up to towing, essentially. Now, is there anything we can do on the way, is my thinking. Lost cargo is not on the way. Back in line. Why is back in line not showing up? That one there. Repair equipment. Again, miles away from where we're going. So ignore that. What do we got here? Into the deep. Again, wrong place. Don't want to do that then either. Explore the gorge with the drone. That wasn't what it showed a minute ago. Again, not really heading that way, are we? So we just keep going around then, I think. What's warm reputation? Yeah, we're not going that way either. Obviously, we're leaving the area, so if there's things to do, we'd do them, but I don't think there is. Now, I think the way to go this time is through here and down there. Again, there's still no push to actually install modules here, that's why there isn't any. But, we'll see. I'm not sure. It might be useful maybe when we do all the other side stuff that isn't completed yet. It may be worth having them there because they may help us clear them quicker or find them all maybe, I don't know. We are gaining radar as a reward for this mission, which could become extremely useful potentially in finding all the extra things we haven't found yet here. It's all the upgrades. There can't be 101 different upgrades on one map seems a lot, but does that include mission rewards potentially? Because you do gain upgrades as part of the mission reward. So I wonder if 101 sounds a lot, but actually you gain them from other things, so it's not that big a deal, potentially. Just a guesstimation though, just on what it seems so far. Right. One thing I've been doing a little bit of when I can, especially more in the evenings, Pokepia. Really enjoying it. Or Pokepia, as people say. Probably enjoying it at the minute. One of those games that I didn't expect to play. Bought it from a little boy. He's, I think, bored of it already. I said no, he gets bored of games within 5 minutes. It's really frustrating. He spends 60, 70 quid on the game. And then he doesn't bother with it. But I had to buy myself it because he was playing all the time. So I've had to buy two for 2 different Switches. And I don't think he's going to really play it much anymore, annoyingly. Yeah. Sometimes I'm going to play for like an hour in the evening. Thanks for the like, those much appreciated. I'm doing alright actually, really enjoying it. I know it's surprised quite a few people, I think, in how good it's actually been. Okay, so we're just going to try and get to the area to actually leave this area, the gate essentially. We roughly know where we're going. And then we've got to deliver the stuck truck. So we have got tow rope on board. So my only real issue with this is fuel, although we didn't use a mass amount last time. It does seem very economical on fuel, this LP, which is always a good sign. But I'm looking forward to getting the actual other gearbox of this, because if this is this good now, other gearbox will make it even better in theory, although some upgrades can ruin vehicles. Can't get through the tree, it's a bit too high for that tree there. Go over to the right, get past it. Yeah, there you go. I'm kind of roughly knowing where we're going, that's why we're not looking at the map as much. I say that when I was going to check. So my thinking is we keep going straight along here, and then we head past the mine we just did in the last mission. Or we can go this way, but I think that's more of a risk, to be fair. Helping or hurting? What is that mission? Okay, water samples again. Someone will have to come back to do. But yeah, I think we keep going around here and then head left up past that mine there. We kind of roughly know the mine because we were just there previously, so that does help. I think that'll bring us round to where we want to go. It's either that or we go where the water is, but I think terrain-wise, it's probably better going to the right, to be fair, or to the left side. I've already cleared the avalanche that was there as well. I think we stayed high last time we came this way. In fact, do we want to go a different way to last time is actually my thinking. I don't know how easy this will be to navigate through here. So it's a bit of a risk. And then from there we've got to find a way over this way. I suppose... I don't think there's any point. We're going to come in and actually clear them up anyway. Is it worth the risk? Probably not. Obviously we'll need to come and actually see what else the map has there. But then with a radar I think that'll make life so much easier. Which is the reward for this mission anyway. I do think the metal detectors aren't that good. Everything we found with metal detectors so far we already knew was there. It's not really helped us as much as I thought a metal detector would, so maybe the radar would be a lot better. Potentially. It could be worse, we don't really know, do we? Right, we're just going to go over through that gap over ahead of us and then head more to the right after that, I think. This was the first mine we did in the last expedition. Time today is flying. How are we already at 10:30 in the morning? Wow. 2 hours of the stream already in. I don't know where the time has gone today. It's happened a lot recently. Streaming away, chatting away, and just disappeared in time. 3.5 hours stream doesn't ever seem enough, does it? Maybe I could do more. Although the operation in April, if it goes ahead doesn't get cancelled again, I may then be able to do more. That's the thing. Okay, we're heading to the right here. So we head, there's a gap to our left here to go down. You can kind of see the route we want to take. Not down there though. Do we want to go further down? So we can drop down there if we wanted to. We can go down here. I think we want to drop down there, to be fair, then come round this way. Because, yeah, we want to be hitting this valley here, don't we? Or we come through this way. Again, we don't know what any of this terrain is like, so I don't think it's worth a risk when the whole point is to go to a different area anyway. If we were staying here and doing other things here, it'd probably be worth us checking out. But since we're heading out of the area, probably not. And then after this map we're heading to now, there's still one more map we haven't been to yet. But the missions will kind of push us there, I bet, at some point soon, as we've been pushed to this one now. Okay, we'll come along the water. So here, again, we want to keep to our left, I think. Just not knowing how steep some of this terrain is. There's no point risking something for the sake of it, I don't think. It did also give us a bonus mission of don't use a certain amount of fuel, didn't it? As well, that's something we need to be aware of. I was going to head down there, but I think that's kind of a dead end. We want to head straight, then come down, I think. Yeah, there was a bonus reward from using a certain amount of fuel. That potentially could be an issue, although this is very fuel efficient. So, be a bit aware of how much fuel we're using. I think we get down here, do we? Is that too big a drop? Oh, we did this last time, didn't we, actually? This was the drop we came down last time. There we go, nice and simple. First time was really hesitant there. That time. No, not worried. Let's do it. It's always nice when you've done something first. Second time round, it's a lot easier. Okay. So again, we want to head down here, kind of round the water. We can actually, this water we can go through. We went through this last time, and it wasn't that deep at all. We can go through the water. Really handy we did that other mission before this one. I don't know if this mission was already unlocked or not before we did the last mission, to be fair. It's made this bit of the journey really easy. Because we kind of know what we're dealing with. Say that as we kind of beach the vehicle a little bit there. We're stuck on. There we go. We have got the best snorkel on this now, so water's not really a problem. Unless, of course, it's stupidly deep, and then it is a problem. Right, we did have a slight situation getting up here previously. In the last expedition, we need to be at the right angle here to make it up the ledge. And currently we're not. There we go. It's the back wheels that then have a problem if we don't get the right angle. I don't know if it's worth it changing tyre pressures or not. No, don't think we need to. Say that as we stuck again. Come on. I don't think it's going to do it, is it? We did get up here previously, but it did take us a couple of attempts. The problem is this is all using fuel, isn't it? One more attempt and then we'll just change thing up a diff lock on. I don't think we did diff lock last time though, did we? I can't remember now. We did it without it or with it. That first bit that we're just getting caught. The roll cage, I think, is getting caught, essentially. There we go, up. There we go. Just getting the right angle to make the actual ledge a little bit easier for the back tyres to get over. We got there in the end. Okay, So from here then, we don't really necessarily want to go through the water. We are heading to this valley on our right hand side. You just see in the distance there. I think we can avoid the water just by skirting along the edge here. I'll say the Kelpie is incredible. I don't know how many other scout vehicles we still need to buy. But I'll be surprised if anything beats this for how good it is. There's the horse as well. The guy's back on the horse. I think that's. I don't know if it's a graphical glitch or it's just like a little Easter egg we've put in because of the mine. And you can hear a horse neighing as well in this area. So I wonder if it is just a bit of an Easter egg. It disappears when you get close though, that's the thing. So avoid that there. Trying to change gear too quickly sometimes, you're going to miss the gear. Right, we're heading through the mine. For that we need to head up on this left hand side, I think. Say through the mine, I mean past it essentially. Can't drive through it. It's getting night time again. Amazing how many day and night cycles you go through. Stay left. You can hear the neighing as well. Okay, that's a bit awkward to get over. Have to go to the right instead here. There we go. Definitely a good choice of vehicle, I think, so far. It's towing the other vehicle, what we're going to have to do when we get to the Sonoran Desert is the name where we're going. I don't know how good this will be at towing, that's the only thing. Obviously it's powerful, but with another vehicle on board it may change everything. We have got the towing ropes so we can still use our winch though. Extremely important. Okay, you want to be heading to the right here. We go towards the exit. Once you've got a outpost there, it'll make life so much easier. Don't ever need to really cross the maps once, it seems. Although there may be missions later where you've got to go multiple. But currently, the missions we've had so far are taking us to one map. And that's it. You get an outpost, life becomes easy. Why are we not able to get through it? Oh, we're facing the wrong way. Want to be more to our left here. I thought we were heading more right, we're not. We're heading left. It's that gap to our left over there. Okay. Yeah, straight ahead here. I think there is a little bit of a climb to do to get there, to be fair. Whether we go high now or wait, that's the thing. Potentially we wait, I think. Be careful here, I don't want to tip over accidentally. If we do something silly. How awkward that last bit up is going to be. And it's not somewhere we've been before, that's the thing. Okay, let's have a quick look. So we're heading there, which we can see ahead of us. Do we go up to the right or do we go through? Does seem like we go up to the right, looking at that. Now we've turned the map, we can see a little bit differently. I think we're going to go up here. Fuel wise, we've used nearly half a tank. How much do we hold? 115 litres, I think. To check the bonus, but I think it's 400 litres or something. So not to use, so I think we'll be okay there at the minute. Just don't know how far we've got to travel once we're in the Sonoran Desert. But we're here. We can now travel to a brand new map in Arizona that we've not been to. Let's travel to the Sonoran Desert. A dry and hot area once divided by full flowing rivers, of which little is now left, so not much water then by the sounds of it. In some places, timid attempts to industrialise the region are visible, which clearly did not succeed. This is part of Arizona region. So this is the third of the 4 different maps in Arizona. And it's going to be dry. It used to be water, but no more. And there may be some buildings around as well. Okay. The map isn't probably going to show us too much as it stands. Right, there we go. So we're heading to this vehicle here to then take it to the outpost there. I think that's when we're gaining the outpost. So there is a road going backwards here. And annoyingly, we're not going that way. There is a road, it seems. So we need to go through this gap here and to the right. If we can. Oh, actually. See? Oh no, that's ahead of us. It's to the, that's where we're going, that way. The road is that way. I was going to say that looked a bit awkward as a climb, to be fair. There's nothing we can take from here, is there? No, we've got our tow ropes on board. Never used the tow ropes before either, so that's something new. Good to use for the first time. I think we get to this ledge up here and then maybe send the drone up and have a quick look with that, really, to kind of have a look at our surroundings. I think my little boy's also forgotten today. So a while back I needed the new PlayStation controller. I've got two white ones and they're both really old and battery doesn't last very long on them. I had it affect the streams a couple of times and the battery's just dead. So I ordered some new ones. I got my little boy to pick a new one for himself. And I picked one. Well, he picked one with a colour scheme that wasn't out at the time. It's being delivered today and I think he's forgotten that we ordered it. So he's got his own colour scheme controller coming at some point today. But yeah, I do think it's wrong. Right, there's a yellow box to our left over there. Let's have a look with the drone and see what's around us here. I know it's dusk, so it's a bit difficult to see with the drone. I'm not a massive fan of using the drone when it's in these kind of lighting conditions, but let's have a look what this is. I'm guessing airdrop. No, mission. No objective discovered. But then we're going to have to go there to pick it up before we actually find it, I think. There's a red marker over there, so that's something else. Bridge, potentially? I don't know if we can get close enough to it to actually see what it is. Problem is it's dark now, so it's going to be tricky to see. Then we're like, oh, it's an airdrop. Okay. Okay. So the mission there, we don't have it currently. Or do we? Lonely Tree. No. We've got all these other missions on there, but not that one. New friends. I really thought we wouldn't see any of these. Does it tell us where they are though? Yeah, it does. Okay. Problem is, I could randomly keep clicking on all of them to see where they all are. Doesn't help us or where we're going now, though, does it? We'll look out for the yellow boxes, though. So I think we're heading through that gap. Oh, we can go left or right here, actually. Yeah, so Lonely Tree we don't have. I think it's worth going left and see if we can pick the mission up. The more missions we pick up, the easier it is later to do them on the way to other things. So we'll head for that mission to pick it up, I think. Saying that we need to tip over. Right. There we go. Let's go left. A little bit of a tight squeeze. Hopefully we can get through. Getting caught up on the rock on the right hand side. Downside to the roll cage is obviously we're wider because of it. So it can be a little bit easier to get caught on things. Can't get the angle to go the way I want to here. Maybe should have stayed high and come down the other bit where the trees are. Every time I reverse, we kind of lose the angle when we try and go left. Because of the rock on the left hand side is forcing us right. So every time we just hit the rock. Not close enough to winch to the tree, but don't think we're gaining anything from keep going back and forward there, are we? I'll reverse more out. See if we can go more to the left here. No, again, roll cage getting stuck. All it is to go and pick that mission up and see what it is. Try and come in at a different angle, maybe. we left earlier. No, it's going to force us right every time. Right, I think we may have to come and get that another time. Cannot get through that gap. Not in this vehicle anyway. It's too wide, I think. Roll cage getting stuck on the rock. We'll have to pick it up another time. We do try and pick every mission up we see as we can, but sometimes don't have to come back for it. Okay, we said this vehicle has been incredible, and it definitely was in the last expedition. This is definitely going to put it to a test, I think, looking at these conditions. And that's before we even tow a vehicle as well. But so far, it is still going strong. I think in a lot of these games you do find one or two vehicles that you really like using. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to use it all the time. We try and change vehicle as much as we can, all different missions. So, it's not like we're going to stick with this, but definitely one of the favourite ones so far. And it just seems to be bulletproof as well in terms of damage. It doesn't really seem to get damaged very often, but then the external roll cage really helps. Okay. We are getting a bit more light, so let's just send the drone up one more time to see what's around us. We're still heading quite a long way to be fair for the mission. So anything we can see? Terrain is still pretty tough. Now, we're heading to there. Looking ahead, how do we get up the ledges? Because that looks extremely steep. I think we had to maybe head left here, to be fair. There is a ravine to our left. Although actually there might be a climb there. So difficult to tell at night. There might be a climb ahead of us we can utilise. Don't want to suddenly drop too low and then find actually we should have stayed high. That's the only thing. Although this is taking us down here. Map, as I say, it can be extremely deceiving. That's the problem. Even if we get up this first bit here, I still think we need to head round rather than up. Looking at that, there's a lot more water here than we expected. It did say when it was talking about the area that the water was gone, but there seems to be a fair amount of it still around. So I don't think it's as gone as they first said. We haven't got a hydrologist on the team this time because they said that water was dried up. But it does seem like there's a lot of water still around, more than we expected, so we'll be careful of that. Okay. We might find there's a bridge somewhere, and he's building. We've always got lots of spare parts in the Kelpie. Okay, we're not getting across there, are we? Need to find a way down. I don't think we're going across there. Doesn't look like the best way to get down though either. Saying that, there's a flatter area there to come round. That might be the way, to be fair. Sometimes it's just not worth the risk of trying to drop down somewhere. We can always winch to a tree and slowly let ourselves down. Sometimes it's just not worth it. An extra bit of distance just to get an easier way down is generally safer. Is that a way down there? So difficult to see at night. I think that is the way a way down. Yep, seems to be pretty good. Take it easy. Now, we don't know how deep the water is, so I don't really want to go in it. Although, saying that, do I want to go round to the right or left here? I think we go left. The map is so deceiving at times though. You think, oh, okay, we'll go this way because it looks alright. And then you get there and in person it's like, no, that was a bad decision. But, this might be alright. If it was light, I would turn the drone up more, but we'll have to wait for it to get daylight again. I do like naturally driving instead of changing the time manually. I do think it adds a different role to things. You know, you can't see as far in the distance. You've got to gauge things slightly differently. But I think we're doing okay. New maps are always extremely confusing. You don't really know where the best place to go is or where the best route is. And I don't think we're going to get that knowledge for a little while, as it takes time. Coconino we kind of know now, but again, by the time we're back there, I'll probably will forget most of it. But there's a massive chunk of water here, and I don't know our best route at this point. This is where maybe going high would be better. And on our right hand side. But then even that, looking at the map, that comes to an end over there. We can either go round here and try and skirt round this edge and come across and maybe along there. Or we get back on ourselves. I think we try and keep left. A lot of it doesn't look too deep, although it's not always about how deep it is, it's how muddy it then is, isn't it? Because that mud can really become a problem. We may be going the complete wrong way here, and we maybe should have gone up, but we've got to decide on the fly what our best route is. Let's give it a quick scan and just see what it says, how deep it is. Yeah, it says green on the edge, but it's only the edge though. You just never know how deep these things are. Okay. So we've got a choice, either head left and try and get through there, or go right and try and skirt the edge. I think we skirt the edge. Doesn't look too bad, although we know it looks going to be deceiving. We have got the improved snorkel on this, although that bit there was absolutely fine. Seems to be okay, so we just need to try and stick to the edge. We probably could drive through it, it might not be an issue, but again we don't know how muddy it is. Okay, do we need to head up? No, we can stay low. This is taking us all the way around. Maybe we do head up, although saying even if we head up there's still potential issues. We're trying to get to here, essentially, to get a car and tow it back. Probably going to end up at the outpost before we get to the vehicle, by the looks of things. I think we just keep going the way we are. Skirting the edge of the water. Yeah. We potentially, well, looking at it, we won't get up there. It looked like we maybe could, but I don't think we will. Right, how deep is this? Is it green, so we can drive through it? I think driving through here is probably better than all the ups and downs. We'll try and stick to the edges though, just for a bit more traction. Generally in the water it is a lot muddier. I'm just hoping we don't find ourselves going through here, then we can't get to the right where we need to go to tow this vehicle. We could do with some fuel as well. We have got spare fuel on us, but it's only 60 litres. I would rather find an airdrop if we can to refuel sooner rather than later, I think. Right, we're through that body of water. But I think the map could show another one just here. Okay, more decisions. We need to be heading right. I think we need to keep to the right on the edge and see if we can get up here, because we do need to start veering more right now. The map shows a bit of a climb on our right, but it's definitely not doable. We're hoping we can get up further on here, even if we can get onto this ledge and then that way. Although it may be easier to go left here and go up that ledge. But again, we're guessing because we don't know. I think it's actually easier going left. How deep is it? Not close enough to check. Okay. We'll get a bit closer and we will check how deep this is. If this is too deep, we might have a situation. No, it stays green. Got it, serving. Staying green. While it stays green, it means it's doable. There is something ahead of there. There's a yellow part up there. Bridge, potentially. Or airdrop, one of the two. Once it gets a bit lighter, we can use the drone a bit more as well and have a look more around. There's a new area for us. It's always good to scout where we can. There's a couple of yellow squares here. Bridge, potentially. The Kelpie carries an awful lot of spare parts, so it's always good to do these when we can. Yeah, it's a bridge. Okay. Well, that's handy for us. We wanted to get across anyway. And we've definitely got enough spare parts to do it. Let's deliver the supplies and build the bridge. 75 needed, 550 on board. I'd rather it was an airdrop for fuel, to be honest, but... Okay. So that has now put a bridge across here, which is what we needed. So we want to be heading up. Still feel like we've kind of maybe gone too far this way. And maybe there's a better option to go a different way, but didn't seem to be at the time. And as I say, fuel is now an issue. If we don't find an airdrop or something to refuel soon. So, I was trying to reverse and I didn't get it in gear. The problem with doing manual gears, sometimes you get them wrong. I'm not going to be able to reverse my way out of this, am I? Yeah. Luckily there's a tree there. And we have a good winch. Didn't have it in gear. This is when we're changing the gear manually, rather than just holding brake and it then reverses after stopping. It's trying to do it too quick is the problem. It's going to slow down that gear change. Right, there we go, over the bridge. Right, we do need to be heading up here. Well, the map kind of, yeah, we can go up the slope to our left here by looks of things. And then I think there is a right as well straight afterwards, it kind of slopes up. There we go. Still think we're going to get to the outpost before we get to the vehicle we're meant to be towing. Just because of the way it looks at the minute, but... Oh, we're not getting it further, we're stuck on something. There we go. Need a bit more daylight and then at least we can drone a bit more to see if we can find an airdrop for fuel. Which of the emergency 60 litres, but we don't have to use them, that's always a bonus. Come on. I think I've beached it over here. We are moving, but not very much. Just come back down on ourselves. Yeah, I think we kind of beached on the rock that was there, to be fair. Come around the side. So we're kind of picking a direction as a bit blind here. Okay, we're not climbing that. There's a route to the right here. Okay, our outpost is actually there. The vehicle we've got to tow is past it. We did think we may get to the outpost before the vehicle. We need to find a way up this bit here. Now, I think that is no way of climbing. It does say to our right, which I think there is. It's not an easy climb, though. Maybe, actually, it might be. We're just so deceiving, that's the problem. Right, we're up. So, I'm probably going to hit the outpost first, which hopefully we can refuel while there. So, we do have the spare fuel, but I'm just trying not to use it if we don't have to. Right, what's this here? This is probably a new mission, I would assume. New objective, there we go. Oh, we gained a new person, Bruce Brown. Quicksand, a truck is stuck and there's a seismic vibrator on it, which is expensive equipment. Told the scientists we don't pass through here, but they didn't listen. We'll send the coordinates to you, can you help? Okay, Quicksand, we'll have a quick look at where it is. I don't think we're doing it now. But at least we'll have a look. So that's the... Deliver the truck stuck to the outpost. That's fine. Where's the truck? Is that the truck there? I think the truck is around the corner. If it is, we've got a tow rope. So the outpost on our left, I think. Where's the truck? Was this a different mission? Okay, that's really weird. I might have to track it just see what it does for a second. Quicksand. Track mission. Okay, there we go. Now we've tracked it. The vehicle we need to tow is all over there. So we're obviously not doing this now. But it wouldn't show up where it was going until we tracked it. There we go. So there's an outpost to our left here. I don't think we unlock the outpost until we've done the mission though. Let's just reverse up to it and see. Because like I say, if we can refuel, brilliant. I don't think the outpost exists yet though. No. The outpost doesn't exist. So it won't be refueled in here. It is light enough though for us to send the drone up and have a quick look around. So we're heading all over there for the vehicle. Let's just get a bit high and see what we can see. We either have to go right or left here. Now my thinking is left. My concern is fuel though. We have the 60 litres we can use, which is roughly half a tank. And it's taken nearly a full tank to get from the other map through the bit and to here. But we will be towing a vehicle, so that potentially will use more fuel. So there's the vehicle down there we need to pull out. We're going to have to get down there, I think. We're not going to be able to pull it up the rock, are we? Although there is a way round. Okay. I don't think we can pull it up. I think that would be a mistake. But we can get round along this ledge here. Or even that ledge there. Might be a better way. Come round here. So how do we get it back to base is the question. That goes round there. And then through that gap to our, and then left. I think that's the way to go, to be fair. Can we get up this ledge though? No, not by the looks of things. So that comes round to there. There's water there though. And we need to find a way from where we are there across. So there's a valley here. And that goes along there. I think that works. I think there is that way to do it. As I say, I can't see anything yellow though for fuel. Now we have got a backup vehicle, but it's back on the other map. So until we unlock an airdrop, a outpost here, we're kind of stuck. We can't, but we'll have to drive the other vehicle over, which is not something I really want to do. I'm not seeing an airdrop anywhere. Normally it should be a yellow square, similar to the one we're in currently. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Well, we know fuel's a problem. All we can do is hope at this point we can see something maybe a bit closer. There is a question mark there. That's an airdrop there. Maybe we drive past our turn, get the airdrop first, and then come back. That may be a way forward here, just to make sure we have enough fuel to get this done. 60 litres may be enough, but I'm just concerned that towing, obviously our litres per minute will go up massively. Currently it's really low, and it generally is for the Kelpie, but I don't know what it'll be like when it's towing, that's the thing. It's going to put a bit more strain on the vehicle. You'd expect the fuel usage to go up. Well, this is not what I expected. I thought when we looked at the drone, this wasn't like this. Wow, okay, I think we need to head a bit behind us to our left. Yeah, I think we need to go up there, if we can. I think we need to go forwards and then left. A bit awkward to get up, to be fair. Actually, so let's have a look at this again. See, it doesn't seem that awkward on the map, but actually in person, it is. I think we can get up that shelf on our left by here. All these different changes of mind and different routes to take is all affecting our fuel usage. Right, up we go. We know the kelp is capable. We just got to pick the right direction. There we go. A bit more. Oh, okay. Struggling with traction. Come on. There we go. The engine does change noise when you get in low on fuel, to be fair. Right, I'm just going to stop it. There's no point making it struggle for fuel when we've got some. Right, we'll stick some in. I think we head past our turn to the airdrop. I think that is probably our best option, just to guarantee ourselves our ability to actually do this. Because I don't think we'll have enough fuel otherwise. And then it's gauging how much we need to take from the airdrop. I still don't know if airdrops restock between expeditions. I don't think they do. We've never really had the chance to test it thoroughly to see if they do. So it's whether or not we use it all and then there's no more fuel for anything else, or you guesstimate how much we're going to need, which I don't really know. Okay, where was our right hand turn to get into that? It was here, wasn't it? Which doesn't look as easy to get into as first thought. So it's there. But I don't think we're getting in that way, looking at that. Okay, so our original thought was to get in through here, which we saw with the drone. I don't think it's doable, to be fair. I really don't. But it does mean I don't know how to get up there then. Potentially there. But again, we don't. Let's quickly send the drone. We may have to come back on ourselves here. The original way up I don't think is doable. According to the map, there was a way over here. That looks so high. Let's keep going. It's past that pillar there. I just think it's going to be too high to get up to. Hopefully we've got enough signal to see this. So it's this corner here. No, it's still too high. We're not getting up there, are we? No way we're getting up there. I don't actually know how we're getting up there then. Or how we're going to get to the vehicle. That's a problem to solve. Okay, well let's get fuel first and then we'll worry about that afterwards. Wow, this expedition's turning into a little bit of a frustration and a nightmare really. Although it is a new map, we don't know where anything is. There's no outpost to go back to help ourselves. So I don't really know our best course of action just yet. Let's get across to the airdrop at least first, and then we can make a decision. Although that route on the right looks doable, to be fair. Where does that take us though is the question. Right, airdrop's just ahead. At least that's something. And then it's decision time. This map looks like it may be a bit of an awkward one to get around the way it's going. Right, we can take the 100 fuel. I'm going to take it all, and we will see on future expeditions whether or not this restocks. I'll even take the spare parts just in case. I am curious whether it does restock between missions. We actually never really worked out whether it does or not. But at least there's a way of testing it. Right, we need to figure out how we're going to get into where that car is. Now there is a bit of a gap there. You can see it on the right. I don't think it goes anywhere. Right, we're below us. So there's a gap here. I think that's a dead end. Or is it? Oh, please be a... No, it's not a slope up. I was really hoping that was a slope up. It's a dead end. What's that there? Well, no, actually, it's not a dead end. What? That's a bridge. Okay, that's interesting. So that's a bridge from there to there, would be my guess. Which means, really, we just need to get to here. All these valleys below as well. I wonder if we have to utilise those. So we want to be on this ledge if we can. Is there a way up to this ledge from where we are? That's the question. So far, I've not really seen anything that's climbable. Okay, there's potential up here. Right, okay, I think I know where we're going to go then. So if we come round from where back to where we are to where that pillar is there, come down this bit here, and go up there, head to the right, there's a bridge. I think that's a good start. Again, new map, we've got to work this out as we go. And it's not always straightforward where we're going. But I'm looking forward to going down them little valleys and ravines and seeing if we can actually travel through them. It's going to be interesting. So although we're still in Arizona, there is a bit of water here as well, but the arid nature of the area looks really good. The cactus gets stuck to the back of the vehicle too. But yeah, even though we're still in Arizona, the maps are different and varied. Haven't seen any of the industrialisation that we may see in failed attempts to be here. Haven't seen any of that yet. But then we're only just scratching the surface of the map, aren't we? Right, this was the bit we just saw on the drone to get up. I'm basically going to go and build the bridge, and then we've got to reassess from there. We've still got to tow this vehicle as well. Once we actually get to it, we've still got to tow it. Which some of these areas are not going to be fun to tow it on. Actually with the bridge as well, we have enough trouble lining up our own bridge access sometimes. Right, we'll go and do the bridge. We may not, will we need it? I think we will. Yeah, we're going to need it. So let's build the bridge while we're here. We've got plenty of spare parts, never worried about that. 75 needed, 550 on board. Let's have a look. Okay. It's a bit of an awkward turn, that bridge as well, especially with bringing the vehicle back that way. That is not a fun turn. But I think we have to go that way. Right, let's get a drone out and have another look. So, bridge there, that's going to be awkward. We come across this way. That ledge has a natural bridge across. But at least it does one way. Getting across back again will be difficult though. So we can get down that way. I'm getting back up though, I'm not so sure. What's it saying that? Hang on. We don't have to necessarily go bridge, we can come down there. We'll go bridge now, but I'm being on the way back. Potentially, we can go there. As long as we can get the vehicle over that bit here. It's quite a high ledge, isn't it? Or drop across there maybe. Okay. There is potential to not have to go across the bridge on the way back, I think. In terms of the car though, we come along this ledge here. And where's the next bit going down? A potential step down there, but we're not going back that way once we've got the vehicle being towed then. Then we've got to drive all the way around this ledge. So up there. Round the back of this bit here. Does that go up? It does. Come round on ourselves and then down. We may end up going back a completely different way, I think, by the end of this. Because that looks a nightmare. And we don't know how towing a vehicle is going to affect this one's performance. That's the thing. And although we have the tow ropes, it means we keep the winch usage. It's just going to be awkward, I think. There must be a different route we can take that's better than when we came. Potentially. Right, we've got to get this angle right. The rocks at the start of it don't help. There we go. Imagine towing a vehicle over that though as well. This is where our choice of vehicle may not have been the best. I thought this one would be perfect for it, as it's nimble, it's the upgrades we've done, it's really good. But in fairness, towing a vehicle is a different kettle of fish. And now I'm a little bit worried about the wrong vehicle for the job. As it's a scout vehicle, it's not an off-road vehicle. Its strength is never going to be as good as an off-road vehicle. But I don't know. Towing a vehicle back this way is going to looks like a nightmare. So if we can choose an alternative route, I think we probably will. But let's actually get to the vehicle first, and then we've got to make a decision, I think. I'm not worried about the extra bonus reward for how much fuel we use. We'll just use what we use. We do try and complete them by not tipping vehicles and things and banks and stuff, but until we still don't really know what the white tokens are for, so I'm not overly worried about not achieving every single one every time. And I don't think expeditions can be redone, so if you don't get the rewards, you just don't get the rewards. As far as I can tell. Come on. A little gap on this right we're trying to aim for. Stay right. There we go. Okay, we'll keep following this round. Could potentially go down there, but I think that would be silly. There we go. Right, there's a way down coming up, and then we've got to work out which way we're going out. I don't think trying to get back this way is going to be a fun one, but I don't know if we've got much choice. Towing a vehicle up this drop as well is going to be tricky. Let's climb. Let's go with a new climb. Right, there's a vehicle. That's the one we need to get and pull out. I think we need to pull it out first. I don't know if you're meant to pull it up from the cliff from above, to be fair. My thinking is maybe we come this way. Back round on ourselves. That actually looks a lot more doable, to be fair. And then again, we don't know because we haven't been there. But it does look doable. Okay. Pull this towards us if we can. Can we reverse? Okay. Put ourselves in reverse. Come on. We'll use tow rope in a minute. I just want to get it out first of where it is. Don't go forwards. I just need a better angle to reverse here. Come on, get up. Can't seem to get up that bit. Let's go forward first and try again. This is where we may find the Kelpie is not the choice of vehicle. Come on. I think it's close to getting up there. I'm going to push into a bit. Okay, let's go again. Can't really see the ledge it's stuck on, that's the problem. Come on. Right, which wheel is getting stuck? This right hand side seems to be fine. To be fair, it's just which side is the issue. And maybe that left hand wheel, potentially. Okay. I think I'd rather put it from the back. Whether that will help or not, I don't know. Let's get ourselves in a better position though. So we've got the tow ropes, but there's nothing nearby I can use to winch to help pull it, I don't think. That's how far the tow ropes and things reach, isn't it? Well, let's try winch quickly first and see if we can pull it out this way. And then we'll try the tow rope. Come on. I'd rather put it face forward, but I don't think I'm going to get it from there to do so. Do we need to... If we go across there, are we getting out is the question. See if we can get it from the front. But I don't know if we get out of there ourselves. The only other thing, tow ropes potentially. Do we try and swing the front end round? I don't know how far a winch hill. Yeah, not brilliantly far. I don't know whether it is worth trying to change the angle of the front. To be fair, that back end is not coming out of there, it seems. She doesn't like it. Okay, so our choice is only those. I don't know if that's going to be any better. Yeah, turn it on. Try and pull it from the middle to see if that would help. But it's not. It's just it just can't get up them rocks there. So, do we need to pull it around this gap here then instead? It does say dangerous water level. I didn't think the water was that bad, to be fair, but maybe it is. I think we need to drive in front of it and kind of spin it round. Potentially come back up where the tree is. Maybe. Okay. The thing is, if we get ourselves stuck, we're in even deeper trouble. That spare vehicle isn't going to get here anytime soon. We'll have to drive it all the way from the other map. That's the problem. Because we have towing rope though, we have got the tree to use. How deep is this bit? So it's all green. So maybe the vehicle's just very low to the ground. Okay. We should have reversed him really, I think. We now need to turn around. Yeah, I think it's deep for that, but it's not deep for us, not really. So my thinking is, we put the tow rope on now, and try and bring it round this way a bit more. We're going to come back up by the tree. That's the plan. I don't know how close we need to be to the tow rope. I've not really used it before. So let's give it a go. So tow rope there to there. And we still have the uses of our winch. That's the benefit of a tow rope. Tighten, loosen, apply. Right, the tow rope's on. Although, does that mean the engine doesn't go on though? Although we've got the, I can't turn the engine on, can we? I can winch it as well though. Okay. So I can swap between the tow rope and the winch. More I want to be able to turn the engine on. Obviously if it drowns in the water, you know, the engine won't go on. Okay. We need the angle to get up here though. I hope we've got the angle on the other vehicle. Got it out of the spot it was in at least, but now it's getting around here. Not liking that at all. It's because there's a rock there, so again it's the angle we've got to try and move it to. I wonder if it's better now to tow it from behind the way it was. Now we've got a bit more oomph to kind of move it potentially. So I can tighten the tow rope. I don't think that's getting up here. Okay. Got to find a way to bring this round on itself, really. I think I need to go back in. I think I need, yeah, there's no, I'm not going to make the turn with that there though, am I? I wonder if actually, let's release the winch. I'm wondering whether we can, tow rope's still there, isn't it? How do I take the tow rope off then? I don't know how to take the tow rope off. Okay, what I'm going to try and do. So we have to have winch applied to get it to use the winch to turn the engine on. We need to get the vehicle to come further forward, I think. Problem is I can't go that far forward here because of those. Okay. Has it got the angle now to hopefully get up? We also need the angle to get up ourselves. We haven't got that. It's a nightmare trying to get this out. Okay. Can't get the turn at all. Can't get the angle to turn where we need to here. Because every time we try and go left, it spins us right. Okay. If we release the winch, we have the tow rope still attached. We can still move the vehicle. If I can get my angle first, which I think we've done. Now we turn the engine back on. Maybe able to get around here. Or are we not? I've tipped it over instead. Not really what I wanted to do. Okay, tow rope is still attached as well. How do I turn it off? I don't know how to take the tow rope off. And currently, I can't do anything without the tow rope coming off. Right, it's back on its wheels though, at least. I wonder if that original bit was trying to get it up straight along here. The problem is the tow rope, isn't it? We're going to end up running out of fuel if we're not careful here, and that's going to mess us up massively. My issue is I don't know how to take the tow rope off. Unless we have to tow it from a different bit, maybe. So if we go there to our back, we can tighten, we can loosen. Okay, tow rope's now there. I think I've swapped it, is my hope. I'm hoping we can now go to the right here. Oh, we put it on more, I think we're putting it on more than one place. I don't understand. Yeah, I've got two tow ropes on. Okay. Let's go to this front one, release that tow rope, there we go. I'm going to release the winch as well. We're still towed on the back. Thinking was we try and pull the back up. I can't myself get up here though. Yeah, I can't get up there. This is a nightmare trying to get this out. Use the tree to try and pull us round. Right. Okay, I think we need to release the tow rope and try and set ourselves up differently. There we go. Right, let's get ourselves out first, I think. Then once we're out, we'll try and think of the better way of setting ourselves up. That's if we can get out first, though. Currently, we're not going anywhere. There we go. Right, can we get out this way? Yes. Okay, could we tow that this way? coming. Okay, we need to make sure we're heading to our right here. We will use the tow rope, but we need it out of that situation first. Ah, it's nearly there. Okay. Don't go too far. Can we get it up this bit? So close to being up. Okay, what I think we do is tow rope it, anchor in front of us, pull that way. I think is our best bet. So if we reverse back to it, we do eventually want to tow rope it from the other side, really, from the front more than the back. But to get it up here, we'll do that. And then also, if you now place, apply, place an anchor ahead of us here, and we can use that to kind of pull us forward. There we go. It does mean the engine's not on, but have we got enough strength to do it? We're using a lot of fuel to do this, and it's not really going anywhere. No, it's well and truly stuck there, isn't it? We winch to it first, turn it on, so we get it to go forwards a little bit first. We need it to have some momentum, don't we? No. Will it go up? We're using a lot of fuel trying to do this. The problem is, we run out of fuel, we're in big trouble. I know I'm on top of it now. Just trying to get it to move a little bit to try and get it to come round. Can't even move. Come on, that last bit. Obviously this is the first mission on this map as well, and so far it's not going well. All because we're going to get a stuck vehicle out. I don't know if it's because this isn't powerful enough, or just because it's in an awkward position, and that's the problem. We're now in an awkward position too. I know what we need to do. We need to take tow rope off the start. I think that would help us here. Right, release tow rope. That gives us more freedom to move. This is not going to plan at all. My issue is if we run out of fuel, the only way of getting more fuel here is to go to a different vehicle, which isn't on this map. Can we get off? That's the first thing. Okay, at least we're off the back of it now. That's something. Right. I don't really know what our options are here, to be honest. Trying to get it out of there is a nightmare. I wonder if a jack screw, if we have a tow rope attached and use a jack screw, would both vehicles get moved? That's something I'm not sure of. Tow rope back to that tighten, apply. Now if we use no, okay, so it can't be used. I did wonder if it could. I mean, either turn it on with the winch or use the winch to pull ourselves forward is the problem. So I can turn it on. But there it is. It's got no lift at all there. My only thinking is to go back in the water. Now it's gone back. Can we get the turning circle needed to bring it round and up by the tree? Now we've moved it a little bit away from us. My only concern is obviously fuel. But I don't think we've got much choice. So if we head back into this bit down here, we're going to try and bring it round. I don't know what other way to do this. But it means we've got to try and bring up this ledge here. But we'll have more of an angle because now it's further that way. I don't know how close it needs to be to us to actually be the best way of towing it either. Look, we're running out of options before we run out of fuel. Right, apply that. Winch connected to return the engine on. Off. Right, we need this to go around the corner at least. It's not even getting to that. Okay. Bring it round. Need to go. First bit of rock there is the problem. Come on. Just getting stuck immediately, isn't it? Can't get even past that first bit of rock. We need it to turn then, don't we? We need potentially more of an angle on this this left hand side then. It's going to get stuck there. Then we need to have more of an angle ourselves. This is an absolute nightmare. I didn't think towing a vehicle would be this bad, but it's turning into an absolute nightmare. Okay, right. We've got tow rope on there. Just needed to go slightly more left. That's the worst part, because all I need is a bit more left. Okay, I think we have to release tow rope. Release tow rope. And then potentially tow rope it from the other side. Or winch it. That to this side. I don't know if that will help, to be fair. When we just ran the other side, it made us bring it around the rock. Nearly there, to be fair. It is nearly there. We don't really know guaranteed way back to where we're heading to finish the mission off either, that's the thing. This is just one problem. Come on. It's so close to being out of that, past that rock as well. Come on, you're so close to being past that. There's room for it to go there as well. It just won't turn the way we want it to. I don't know if we can reverse and just move it enough. I've never had an issue towing a vehicle in these kind of games until now. There, you're there. Let's get past it. No. Okay, my only other thinking is... Right, we need to go back up here. That wasn't a good idea, was it? There we go. Try and pull it to our left, essentially, to try and pull it round. But I can't. Don't get the movement. I'm probably too close to the back. There we go. Right. I'm not expecting to move it, I just wanted to move it past that rock. I don't have to even do that. Ah, this is getting into a nightmare. We're nearly out of fuel. We've got 60 litres as backup, and that's it. I don't know what else we can do here. I didn't think this would be that bad to try and get the vehicle out of the situation it was in. I thought the journey back would be tricky. I thought the towing and getting out where the water is would be easy. How wrong was I? I don't know what our options are. Other than driving the other vehicle here to see if it would be a better option to pull it. And even then we've got to get back there yet. What to do? We've got two choices. We either go back to the other map and grab a spare vehicle, drive it all the way to here, and hope it's powerful enough to move what we need to move, or we just persevere trying to get this out. But I don't know how else we can move this the way we want it to. There's a few times we've been close to getting ourselves stuck. I don't know if now if we pull it this way, will it make it over the rocks? Oh, I'm going to hide it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. As soon as the headlight, the back light disappeared, you kind of know it's not going to get up. But it can't get up there, can it? I'm nearly out of fuel as well. Okay, I think our other thought was right. We have to get it round where the tree is. Now the problem is getting it to turn the right way to get it around that corner. Because currently it's just getting stuck on the rock every time. That's... yeah, you've only got the two points to touch the winch is there. You need it to come round. Won't move. Ah, I don't know what else to do. The only other option is to go and get the other vehicle, which I really don't want to do. We really, well and truly got that stuck now. I just need a crane. We need a crane. Oh, we need fuel. I wonder why it's struggling. Right, that's all our fuel, and no more after that. This is not going the way we'd hoped. Right. Try that. Take a winch off. Although without the winch, obviously it loses power. Kind of hoping to use the tree to help pull, but it's not working that way. Come on. So we've got tow rope on and winch, and I can't get it to move. We're low gear, fifth lock. I don't think it's going to make any difference. No movement at all, have we? I'll even reduce tyre pressures in the seat. I don't think it's us that's the problem, I think it's the truck. Doing nothing. I don't know. I'd give anything for a crane right now. The only thing I can possibly try is putting another anchor ahead of us. See if we can anchor to that. Ah, hang on, we've got some movement. Isn't enough. We still need to swing this thing round though. Which may be better, I'm thinking. Engine on is always going to be better, I think. And now we're stuck again. Are we stuck? Yeah. Hang on. Was it us stuck or is the vehicle stuck? The vehicle, isn't it? Can't get him to come round the angle. I don't know what he's stuck on, but he's not moving. Thought we had it there and we suddenly got him moving. I thought, oh, we've done it, but no. Stuck on something there. The anchor help. Not really. I've never had so many issues with one vehicle. I can't see where it's getting stuck. Lack of light is not helping it. I think it's that rock in front of it. There was a rock on the left before, we're past that, and now it's the rock on the right before, now it's the rock on the left that's the issue. Trying to move it back, let's see if we can get it. Even if we get this out of here, I don't think we've got enough fuel to get it back to where we need to. That's the problem. This whole expedition has gone badly wrong. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. But yeah, I can't get it to move from where it is now. You can see the rock it's getting stuck on, but it's trying to get an angle on it to get past it. The problem is, we can't, because the other rock is then caught a bit further back. Oh, hang on. No, we've got it out. Danger water level though, we may lose the engine of it. Still got to get it round this corner though, along with ourselves. No, it's not moving at all. Why are you not moving now? I know it doesn't help that it's night time. Obviously it doesn't help our viewpoint. Why are you not moving? Don't tell me there's another rock that's causing now the issue. I'm going to be out of fuel in a second, and then the only option we've got after that is a different vehicle. It's a long drive. think I'm better off disconnecting before we actually run out of fuel, to be fair. Okay. Let's get out of here with our vehicle. We're going to have to jump into a spare vehicle, but annoyingly, it's not on this map. We're going to drive it to this map like we drove the Kelpie, because this is a new map that we don't have an outpost on currently. I'm guessing I can't, yeah, I can't even... Can I... Oh, actually, we can refuel. I can pull myself potentially to there. Although maybe I can't. I was hoping I could do it that way, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. Right. We obviously need to get out of here. Or out of the water ideally before we run out of fuel. And we're nearly out as it is, to be fair, fuel-wise. I'm still winched. Well, I wasn't moving, I was still winched. But yeah, we're going to have to bring the spare vehicle here. I can recall this, but it'll be back on the other map. And we'd have to drive all the way here again, which I think we've got to do no matter what. It could be the lack of power that's the problem, and maybe a more powerful vehicle would be better. We thought the Kelpie would be good enough, but it doesn't seem to be. It just doesn't have that power. Now the other spare vehicle has got the high-powered winch, which is meant to be able to pull the biggest vehicles. Kathy, good morning, how are you? But we've got a long way to drive it. We've got about 10 minutes left. And yeah, I think we're going to have to swap vehicle. So I really don't want to do, but I don't see another way around this. So, how do I... I'm going to global map. Back to Coconino. And then our vehicle over here. The Action SE. Yeah, we're going to change to that. Yeah, this is a nightmare. Just couldn't get that vehicle out of the mud. Like I said, I don't know if it's the Kelpie or what. This has got the high-powered winch on it though, but it's got a long way to go to get back. We've got extra fuel. There's nothing. It's got a tow rope as well, just in case we have to use this one instead. I think that's all we can really do, isn't it? Oh, actually, there was something else I think we can buy. We can't now. So I saw you could buy like a bridge, and I wondered if that would help us, but it doesn't like it. We can buy one here. Is there a choice of... So you can see the ramps there. The workshop potentially has ramps. Would that help us get this vehicle out? That's the question. Cargo drone. Parking no, generator no, warehouse, central storage, helipad. Actually, let's go. Oh, okay. We could build a helipad, but I don't know if it transports us to the vehicle. It says on the map. So I don't think it will take us to there. It's a completely different map, isn't it? That's the problem. But I'm wondering whether we quickly build a warehouse. Not a warehouse, sorry, a workshop, and then put on the vehicle, the ramps. Potentially. And then potentially we can put ramps underneath the vehicle we're trying to move. That's the only thing I can think of. It is a risk, obviously. There we go. It's a bridge, though, isn't it? I was hoping it was ramps, but it's a portable bridge. Up on any surface, get a passage for your light vehicle. I think we take it and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we can't use it. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left. We need to go from Coconino to Sonoran Desert. It's probably not worth even starting the drive now, is it? Thinking about it. Oh, it's been a nightmare. I thought we were laughing, to be fair, and yeah, no, didn't quite go to plan. Refill the spare parts. Yeah, I don't think there's much point trying to drive there now. We're just going to get 2 seconds down the road and have to stop, aren't we? So this mission will continue next week. Yeah, it hasn't gone to plan, but we have opened up the new map. If we had an outpost on the new map, it wouldn't be a problem. But that is half the issue. I also think the time of day isn't helping. We can't see what we're doing. But all we really know is we are currently stuck trying to get a vehicle out of Sonoran Desert. But I think for the time being, unfortunately, we're out of time. If I do that, I don't want to. Have I just messed up? Oh, are you kidding me? I think I've just cancelled the mission. I shouldn't have gone to headquarters. Should have gone back to main menu. It doesn't matter. We haven't lost out. But yeah, we have to redo the mission. Okay, I've messed it up. So we have to restart the whole expedition, which isn't the end of the world because we were stuck anyway. And we kind of learned the Kelpie, although a good vehicle, I don't think it has the power needed to do what we need to do there. Tow the vehicle. I think we were wrong using the scout vehicle. So, yeah, hasn't quite gone to plan. So we need to redo heavy load, essentially. I should have gone main menu. But we've had a look at Sonoran Bay for the first time. Sonoran Desert, sorry, for the first time today. Not the way I wanted to end the stream. I thought we were going to get that mission complete before we finish. We did complete other missions on the way, though, which is good. We're making good progress. Coconino now has no more expeditions. There's still contracts and side missions to do, but expeditions are all done in Coconino. But Sonoran Desert is going to cause us some problems. And we was originally told there was no water. And then we get there and it's full of water. How does that work, eh? But yeah, we're out of time today. Unfortunately, we have no time left. We are back tomorrow morning with Kingdom Come Deliverance. We continue the story in that. I have had a look at it. It does look interesting. Yeah, it does look very good, Kathy, to be fair. I'm interested to see whether it's as good as it sounds, because it kind of promises a lot, and a lot of games that promise a lot tend to not quite deliver a lot of the time. But if it releases with the majority of stuff it claims to have, it could be amazing. It really could. So it's something I'm keeping an eye on. It's out shortly, isn't it? Obviously, I don't know how we'd fit it in at the minute, but yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I think it's a very good spot by you, Kathy. To be fair, yeah, something to keep an eye on. I'm in two minds. I don't quite know how we're going to fit it in. To be honest, I don't know how we fit anything in at this point. But yeah, we're out of time. Massive thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Coconino is finished of expeditions, but Sonoran Desert is going to pose a new problem, and hopefully we'll continue next week. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be interesting to see how it releases, Kathy, to be fair. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it does everything it promises. I really do, because it could be amazing. We shall see. But yeah, a massive thank you guys. If you aren't joining us tomorrow for Kingdom Come Deliverance, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you on live stream very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.